Hi, beautiful people. Hello, and what is today? Thursday. Happy Thursday. I hope that you're doing well. I hope you can hear me clearly. Today, we're going to be talking about beauty, but I want to make sure that you all can hear me, see me, all the things. Make sure I'm not too loud in your ear or not too soft. Just let me know. But either way, hi. My name's Alicia. What am I? I'm an artist. I'm a creator. I'm a thinker. I'm in love with life. I'm curious. I like making things and I like connecting with other people on different topics. So I'm happy that you're here. And I see some people here already. Hello, Marissa. Hello. It's good to see you. Happy Thursday. Hi, Jamile. Yay. Hi, Nate. Hello. Hello. Hi. Welcome. I'm glad that you're here. Yay. Okay, awesome. Y'all are saying hi to each other in the chat. Okay, hopefully you can hear me because we're about to get started. All right, so beauty. When we think about beauty, we often think about like one idea of beauty. Hi, Deshaun Burns. Hello, hello. And often, if we're really honest, our definition of beauty usually is started. Okay, good. Okay, wonderful. Thank you, thank you. Our idea of beauty is usually started or created by someone else, right? Like when we think about what's beautiful, hardly do we ever check in with ourselves to say like, I find this beautiful, or this is what beauty means to me, right? Usually it's like, oh, this person says that this standard, this makeup, this idea is beautiful, right? And so, especially like as children or as impressionable people, we kind of default to what other people say, like, oh, okay, I guess that's fashionable. I guess that's beautiful. I guess that's what's, in, so to speak. We judge our bodies, the way that we dress, the way that we take up space, how we speak. Like a lot of these ideas formulated by other people who usually are not Black folks, right? Like we take on their definition of beauty. But I want to show you the definition before we get started. So yay, yay. Hi, Jasmine Brown. Hello, hello. Hi, Aisha Creates. Hi, yay, happy Thursday. I'm glad that you're here. Hi, Maya Spikes. Hello, Maya Spikes, right? Yes, yes. Hi, everybody. Thank you for being here. All right, so to get started, okay, I just got out the shower. I'm sweaty, but I want to show y'all this definition of beauty. So give me 1 second. Share screen. Yes, please share. All right. So this is Merriam-Webster, Merriam-Webster.com, and beauty. The first definition is the quality or group of qualities in a person or thing that gives pleasure to the senses or the mind, right? So keep that in mind. Often specifically, the quality of being physically attractive. That's what we usually go to. That's like our first default. What can I see? What can I behold with my eyes, right? Often used before noun. Yes. Okay. So a person, especially a woman who is beautiful. So not only are we talking about beauty in terms of like physical attractiveness, right? But we're also gendering beauty, right? So like there have been times where like men have been beautiful to me. I'm like, oh my God, you're so beautiful. Or what you said is so profound and so beautiful. And I've seen men like shy away from that, right? Shy away from that description. Like beautiful. I can't be beautiful. I am man. You know what I'm saying? So going down. Something that is beautiful or excellent. Okay, we use beautiful to define beautiful, but that's okay. An excellent or appealing quality. In physics. That's interesting. Physics? Let's see. What is that about? I'm curious. Oh, I don't know why. Anyway, but yeah, that's beauty. That's beauty. So the quality or group of qualities in a person or thing that gives pleasure to the senses or the mind. So like loveliness, right? Often, specifically, the quality of being physically attractive. Used before noun, so saying beauty, something, beauty products they listed here, or, ooh, I'm hot, y'all. A person, especially a woman who is beautiful. Beauty is something that is beautiful or excellent, right? So that's a beauty of a car, or an excellent or appealing quality. All right, let me stop sharing. Okay, so when we think about beauty in that way, exactly, right? Take the compliment. Take the compliment. But when we think of beauty in those ways, it kind of gets me to thinking, right? Like there are so many things that I find beautiful that have nothing actually to do with how things look, nor do they have to do with what other people tell me is beautiful or not. Hope that sentence made sense. But yeah, so like I find a lot of things beautiful. And I find a lot of things beautiful that a lot of people don't either consider or they don't find beautiful, right? I think friends laughing together, that's beautiful. I think vulnerability is beautiful. I think human interaction is beautiful. You know, there be some wild humans out there in the world, some wicked humans, but there are also some beautiful humans and beautiful human things, right? Like when you're in your car and you're driving and you're letting somebody go in front of you and you wave, and that like wave of appreciation, that is so beautiful to me. I love human interactions like that. Or like you're in line and like you catch eyes with somebody else in the line with you and you're like, okay, you caught that too, right? Like those are beautiful things to me. Sad things can be beautiful, right? Grieving someone you love, that's a beautiful thing. That's a beautiful experience. It's like, I'm sad that this person that I love is no longer here with me, right? And the reason why grief is beautiful to me is because someone was brave enough to love something or someone, right? And now that they're not gone, now that they're not here, excuse me, anymore, those feelings have nowhere to go. You know, like grief is a sign of bravery. Feeling is a sign of bravery. And all those things are beautiful to me. You know what I'm saying? Let me turn off the TV and get my fan. Woo. So it's been chilly in the DMV area, been really rainy, and so I turned on the heat today, and I think I was a little premature, premature in that action, but I got my little fan. So beauty. So I said beauty is the quality of a person or thing that gives pleasure to the senses, right? That's more than just the eyes. That's also feeling, it's smell. There are certain scents that are beautiful to me. There are certain sounds that are beautiful to me. Beauty is like all encompassing. It's not just about what you can see. And so, like I said, our definition is usually based on what others say and think. But what do you find beautiful? That's what I want you to ask yourself. What do I actually find beautiful? And we could start with the body. We could start with the body. What do you find beautiful about your body? And it doesn't have to be anything physical if you don't want it to be. We'll get to that in a second. But it can be just an idea of something. So I would love to hear from you. What do you find beautiful? What pleases your senses? And the next thing I want to say is that we say that we aren't beautiful because we have a narrow idea of what beauty is, right? We think that if we are not thin, if we are not, I don't know, thin, light skin or white, straight hair, like there's a very narrow idea of what beauty is, especially in the West, right? But then you go out into the world and you start to see that beauty is actually objective, right? Like objective, subjective, either way. Like beauty, what people find beautiful depends on the culture, depends on the landscape, depends on ideas of living, right? Just like here, in the West, we don't honor our elders. We don't honor our elders. And elders and older people to me are different. We'll get to that in a second too. But we don't honor our elders. We throw them away. We don't honor the people we don't honor disabled folks. We throw them away. Folks who are disabled, folks with a disability. We throw in disability, using that in air quotes because that's a whole other conversation for another day. Like we throw people that we no longer can use by way of capitalism away, right? But in other cultures, the elders are held to, like, they're honored. These are our heroes. These are our history keepers. These are our language keepers, right? Like, that is what's beautiful, you know? Thank you. Subjective. Yes. Thank you so much. English is hard, but yes, subjective. Thank you. Thank you. Let me go up real quick. Hi, Janine's World. Hello. Oh, no. I'm so sorry. Yeah, I'm sending you so much love. I am so sorry. That's heartbreaking. Yeah. And that grief is also, and I'm not lightly saying this either, like it's beautiful, right? I'm sending you so much love. I can't imagine. And grief is hard. And so I want to send you a lot of love, and thank you all for being supportive of Janine in the chat. I appreciate that. Yes. Hi. Hello, Mara. Hello. It's good to see you. Let's see. Nate says, seeing a young mother genuinely talking with and engaging her child is so beautiful to me. Isn't it? Isn't it beautiful? Oh, it is beautiful. It is. Yes. Condolences. Yes. We're sending you a lot of love, Janine. Yes. Hi, Mike, DDH. Hello. Big hugs. Yes. And my condolences. Yes. Thank y'all so much for being so kind. I really, honestly, so we interviewed Stephanie Perry and Rashida Dow. This was September. It's October now. Also, happy October. There's a lot going on, but happy October. Thank you all for being such a kind community. Thank you all for being so loving and supportive of one another. That's beautiful to me. To know that like people can come here and they'll be safe. They'll be, you know, and not just like the people who are platformed. Like you all are kind to each other in the chat. That's a big deal. I go to a lot of spaces where it's very like volatile and like people want to argue and tear down other people. I'm very grateful that like you all are kind. Thank you for being kind. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Yeah, yeah. Elders are not valued. They're not. They're not. They're thrown away often. They're thrown away often. Yes, exactly. Right. Beauty is defined differently in Africa than in the USA, and also right, depending on what country you're in, what tribe you may come from. You feel me? Like we are so used to, because of globalization and all this other stuff, we're so used to, and colonization, we're so used to defining beauty by one standard, and if you don't fit in that narrow like that box that's too small for all of us, somehow we're disqualified by other people, and therefore we disqualify ourselves. But what if our definition of beautiful and beauty and finding ourselves beautiful has nothing to do with being consumed by other people? I think in America, we're very used to consuming other people and presenting ourselves in a way to be consumed easily, right? Because the easier that you're able to be consumed, the more palatable you are, the easier you are to mold or to, we got spotted lanternflies now, and they're irritating me. Like I'm looking out the window like, it's an invasive species. But I'm sure there's some sort of beauty with them too. But either way, like the way that we present ourselves and make other people have to fit into something is about being consumed by other people, right? You have to be pleasing to my eye. And if you're not pleasing to my eye, you no longer qualify for this definition of beauty. If you don't exist in a body that I find beautiful, then therefore you're not beautiful. Why do we keep giving power to other people to define what beauty is for us? You know? And it takes a lot of work. I'm not saying it's easy because it's hard for me too. Okay, Fan, thank you, Fan. You've been amazing. It's hard for me too, right? But like I really had to ask myself, why do I find my body beautiful that has nothing to do with being consumed by somebody else? That's a hard question. What do I find beautiful about my body that has nothing to do with me being consumed or approved of or accepted by other people? And that's what I want to talk about today. So welcome everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Yes, community support. Yes, agreed. Hi, Jasmine. Jasmine said, so true. It's so disappointing that we don't value aging or the elderly in the West. Knowing that makes me so afraid of aging sometimes. Exactly. And I honestly feel like, and I did a whole video about this, about like why I'm not afraid of getting older. I'm afraid of how people will treat me when I get older, right? And I think that's where a lot of our internalized ageism comes from, because we are aging every day. Luckily, luckily we're aging every day, right? But the world is not the West, is not kind to older people. And so I'm afraid of getting older because I'm afraid of how the world is going to treat me. Are they going to disregard me, especially in a Black woman's body, right? Women are usually valued for things that men determine, what's valuable, which is bullcrap. But like, if you're no longer fitting in those boxes, men no longer see you as beautiful or consumable or a sexual object, and therefore you have no value, right, to them. And so that means that I have to redefine what beauty actually is for myself, because otherwise I'd be hating myself all day long, all the time. But yes. Hello, Love 184 EM. Hello. And I hope that you're having a wonderful day at work. I hope it's not too busy. Hope that you're able to rest. Okay. Make that money. Nate says, side note, speaking of it being October, make sure y'all get y'all's vitamin D3 and K2. Keep off that seasonal depression. Yes. Thank you so much. As someone who suffers and struggles with seasonal depression in general, major depressive disorder, thank you for this. And Nate, you do this every fall, and I appreciate that about you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yes. Who created these boxes? Exactly. And why? And who does it benefit for me to disqualify myself from beauty? Right. And why are we holding their definition of beauty higher than my own, higher than anybody else's? We're allowed to define those things for ourselves. They are, right? They are pretty bugs and they are invasive. Yes. Spotted lanternflies. Thank you. Yes. Decimating the trees here. Agreed. So yeah, sorry, they got to go. But you know what? Some good news I've heard is that Mother Nature is fighting back. Apparently it's taken like a few seasons for the animals to figure out if the spotted lanternfly is poisonous or not. And so the animals have decided, oh, you're not poisonous, you're food. So nature's fighting back. So that's some good news. Not for the lanternfly, but for us. But for us in our what do you call it? Landscape. Yes, yes. Janine's World says, yes, when I worked as a reporter, I was told that I could not report on City Hall. I could only report on arts and entertainment. Why? I'm so sorry, Janine. That's awful. I am so sorry. Hi, Maya. No worries. We're just getting started. No worries. You're just on time. We didn't even get into the reasons yet. But yes. But I would love to hear from you why you find your body or bodies in general or people beautiful. Yes. Enslavement has taught us that we're disposable when we age. And that's the truth. That's it exactly, right? When you're no longer useful to me, then I don't even like saying that phrase, like going out to pasture, right? Like just like letting, like I did some research for that video about aging and in enslavement when the elders got too old to be working in fields, right? And things like this. So when they got older, because that's what happens to the body, it gets older. They were either abandoned somewhere, they were told to work for their keep because they no longer could be as, I guess like helpful. I don't want to say helpful because they weren't able to labor. They weren't able to labor the way that they used to labor. So the people who thought they owned other people sent them into town to work for other people to make money for them. So yes, that's where our idea of throwing away our elders comes from. Throwing away folks with disabilities comes from. It's a thing. Yes. Thank you, Nate, for the reminder. Absolutely. I had my hair twist when I was a reporter. Yeah. That like, oh, you're black. You're giving, what is it? People say like ethnic or urban, like this idea. And what America is very consistent at doing is putting us all in one category based on what they think that we're capable of doing. You know what I'm saying? Black folks being what we're capable of doing. Yes. And I'm really sorry that you experienced that. I'm really sorry about that. I am. Hello, Marilyn B. Hello. It's good to see you. Yes. Hi, Kim S. Hey, hello, lovely people. I shared your song, Oh, My Body's Beautiful, with a student in China. Yay. She absolutely loved it, as do I. Your song is my new affirmation mantra. Yay. Thank you so much. Thanks for listening, first of all. And thank you for sharing. That's a big deal. Thank you so much for sharing. And thank you, Michelle Bartholomew on Facebook for liking. I appreciate that. Thank you. I'm falling in love with my body. Oh, I love that, Maya. I'm falling in love with my body. I think it's a work of art. God did an amazing work, period. And I'm blessed. This mindset helps me love other people fully as well. I'm loving it here. Isn't that beautiful that when we start to love ourselves, we also start to love other people? Right? Yeah. Anyway, but yes. Okay. So now that we talked about beauty, and I really want you to interrogate, like, how do you define beauty? How do you define beauty? What do you find beautiful about your body? I want to get into reasons that I wrote down. Reasons why your body is beautiful that has nothing to do with the male gaze, the white male gaze. It has nothing to do with being consumed. Why are our bodies beautiful? Okay. Number one, my body is working at all times to care for me, even when I don't care for myself. My body is working at all times, even now, to care for me, even when I don't care for myself. As a person who struggles with depression, there are some days I don't have it. There are some days it's really hard to get out the bed. There are some days where I don't feel like eating the right thing. There are some days where I don't have the willpower. I'm like, listen, I'm about to get this mac and cheese. I'm about to get this little bit of joy that I can get together, right? But at all times, even with the bad decisions that I make, based on the energy that I have, my body is working at all times to care for me. How? How? I did a whole, I love researching things. I know a little bit about a lot of things, right? And one of the things that I was researching, and I'll share on a different live, is like our white blood cells. Actually, no, I'm going to share it now. Give me 1 sec. Let me get my notebook. Ooh. Hold on 1 sec. Oh, it's right beside me. It was closer than I thought. All right. Okay. So I did this in-depth study, not in-depth, it's really not that deep, of white blood cells, right? And I had to write a whole thank you letter to my white blood cells because finding out Yo, okay. I'm just gonna share a few things that I learned about them because again, that could be a whole other live, right? Okay, here we go. So I wrote down, thank you, white blood cells, the protective big brothers and sisters, our protectors and our healers, righteous anger and justice, brave ones bringing healing, restoration, and peace. You're always looking out for me, searching for danger that lurks. Bless you, thank you so much. Great defenders, we love you, right? So white blood cells, you feel me? The white blood cells. Oh, yay! Okay. I was gonna say I was waiting for the white blood cells. Okay, cool. Let's geek out. Let's geek out a little bit. So our white blood cells, right? I know very listen. I knew a lot in high school. I was a biotech major in high school. A lot of that has gone. But one thing that stuck with me is the white blood cells and how white blood cells literally go through your body. They're going through your body right now, seeking, right? Seeking for danger, seeking for harmful things in your body, cancerous cells, damaged cells, right? White blood cells' main job is to keep you alive and keep you safe. I mean, your whole body is, but the white blood cells are the defenders of our body, are the warriors of our body. There are some white blood cells that only exist to kill a infection or something, to kill what do you call them? What is it called? I see it. Anyway, but they kill the bad things in your body, right? And then they disappear. Literally. That's some white blood cells' only job is to become a thing, to kill the bad things in your body and then go away. All right. I don't know how to pronounce these things, but I'm going to try. Viruses. Thank you. That's what it is. Viruses. Thank you. Thank you. So, different types of white blood cells, right? Shout out to all my health professionals out there. Please show me some grace because I'm trying my best. Okay. Different type of white blood cells. Yay. Hi, level up, single mom. Hello. It's good to see you. It's good to see you. Yes. Yes. Your body is a gift and a special package. I love that. I love that. Okay. Real quick, Maya says, I'm learning that old is relative. Absolutely it is. I told a lady yesterday that I'm 47. She said, what a lovely age. Ageism is real, but we can still create a lovely life at any age. I love that, Maya. I love that. And it is. When you hear, it's interesting. Shout out to Stephanie Perry. She talks about how millennials get on her nerves because we're always like, oh my God, I'm having like a quarter life crisis, or, you know, I'm in shambles. I'm too old to do X, Y, and Z. And she often talks about like, ain't nobody trying to hear that, right? Because I think she belongs to Gen X. And you really see like, yo, like there is no limit because of how old you are. It literally is just how many trips you've taken around the sun. That's it. That's it. It doesn't mean that you can't do X, Y, and Z. It doesn't mean that you can't go here. You can't wear that. Says who? You know what I mean? And we don't got to listen to them people. But yes, I agree. I completely agree. I completely agree. Okay. Yes. Osmosis Jones. Yes. I didn't like that movie. It made me sad. It made me scared. I was like, oh my God, people can die? But yes. Oh yes, Maya Spike's right. Yeah. Maya Spike's right just said that she's 47. Absolutely. Right? Hello? 47 where? But yes. I'm one of your elders. Enjoy your life now. I love that, Marilyn. Thank you so much for sharing that with us. Yeah. Everybody is always coming from the millennials. They are, to be fair. We can't catch a break, okay? We struggling. Oh, I love this. I'm in my 75th summer. I love that, Marilyn. Also that language, right? It's beautiful. It's beautiful. How many things have you seen? How many things have you experienced? And to me, that makes life even richer. The more that you live it, the richer you become. You know what I mean? And so we're so backwards here. Like, oh, it's about youth. It's about like new. Like, no, that don't make no sense. That doesn't make any sense. But yes. Okay. Yes. Listen, I thought I was going to die. At 25, 26, 24, 25, 26, I thought my life was over. What? We just getting started. We are just getting started. Like, girl, your frontal lobe ain't even formed all the way. Relax, relax. I told my bestie I'm having a midlife crisis. She said, girl, bye, you're 31. Girl, listen, but I get it. All right, let's see. I'm going to leave this up while we talk. Period, Janine, period. I retired 60 in August, and I still wear dresses above my knees. Period. Because why not? Right? Why not? Right? Summers. Yes. Okay. All right. So white blood cells, getting back to this. Okay. Neutrophils. 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 It kills bacteria, fungi, and foreign debris and protects from infection. They are the front line of your white blood cells. What? They're the front line of your white blood cells. So they kill bacteria and fungi and foreign debris. It protects from infection. They're like the front line. They're proactive. That's what I wanted to say. They're proactive, right? Okay. The next one. Monocytes. Monocytes. They clean up damaged cells. And I wrote down, I said, oh, they're like the death doulas. Like, so if a cell is created in our body and maybe something is wrong, the monocytes come along and usher those cells into death. You know what I mean? I don't know if it's kind or if it's gentle, but they come along and they're like, oh, we saw that you tried, but not quite. You feel me? So let's clean you up. The next one. EOS. INOPHILS. I'm going to say Let's see. English is hard, honey. SINOPHILS. Okay. Let me hear how to say this. Actually, let me share my screen too so y'all can see. Let's see. Share screen. Because y'all might already know what this is. Share. Okay, perfect. All right. It's pronounced
eosinophil.
Eosinophil. Eosinophil.
Eosinophil.
Eosinophil. Thank you. Okay. So the eosinophils, right? They kill parasites, cancer cells, and they're involved in an allergic response. So when you have an allergic response, they're the ones. They're the white blood cells saying, emergency. We're freaking out. Something's wrong. You know what I mean? And also, some of these cells work together. Okay? They work together. Like, did you know the basophils, BASOPHILS, basophils. Let's type that. Basophils. Okay, yes. A type of white blood cell that play a key role in the body's immune response, particularly in allergic reactions and parasitic infections, right? So the eosinophils, said that wrong, and the basophils, they work together. They work together. So the basophils, they're involved in an allergic response, right? And they work together with the eosinophils, and they're friends. They're friends, right? So they work together with allergies, and they also create, this is so cool, they create allergic reactions like coughing, sneezing, or a runny nose. And I'm like, thank you, body. So when you have to sneeze, when you have to cough, like when you can't control that cough, or when you have like a runny nose, your body is proactively like actively trying to get things out of your body, get foreign objects out of your body. Hello? Hello? They sure did. Go ahead and log out for me, baby. Exactly. Hi, RL. Hello. Yes. Okay, let me go back. So basophils, yes. So even that, I wrote that down in my journal, right? Like we'll go back to the list in a second. My body literally is smarter than I am. My body is smarter than I am. My body knows what it needs before I know that I need it, right? So yes, the runny nose may be annoying. Yes, the sneezing is annoying because it feels like my body's doing stuff without my control. Or the coughing, especially when I'm sick, I hate coughing. I hate it. It always ends up in like a raw throat. You know what I mean? But, whenever I'm sick, like my mom and my husband will be like, stop trying to suppress that cough. You need to cough, right? And reading about this changed my perspective. Like, I've been trying to suppress a cough while my body, the basophils, while they're trying to save my life. Girl, there's something foreign in here. We got to get it out, whether it be phlegm or, something else, like something I can't see. You know what I'm saying? Dander, something that's just like existing that my naked eye can't see. My body immediately says, we got to get that out of here. I think that's so beautiful. Okay. The next one, lymphocytes. Girl, that is not what that said. There we go. Boom. Thank you for this. A type of white blood cell that are part of the immune system and help the body fight off disease and infection. Yes. So these help fight viruses and they make antibodies with T cells. So the reason why your body keeps record of the diseases that you've had, and they create antibodies for those things. we can thank the lymphocytes, right? And, the lymph nodes, these kinds of things, like they're all connected. I was like, oh my gosh, they're like the healers. They know they know what's out there. They stand ready, like just in case. You feel me? Yes. And they're natural killer cells. Their killer cells are B cells, right? So yes. So I said some cells literally only survive for a few hours, white blood cells, for a few hours. They literally just show up to fight for me. And that's their one mission in life, to love me, to fight for me. So that goes to my next reason why I love my body, right? My body is a community, an entire network of love and care. My body is an entire community of love and care. My body, again, works just so it keeps me alive. Hold on one second. Okay, there we go. Yes, our bodies are working just to keep us alive. That's a lot of work. I've literally seen, there's like a video out there on, I think Instagram I saw it on. And you could see the white blood cell going in between the cells. And they're basically saying like, are you okay? Okay, just checking. Y'all good? All right. Are you okay? All right. Anything in here? Y'all good? Right. So there's white blood cells working so that my other cells can do what they're supposed to do. It's a whole network and community. Anyway, but yes. Reading about these things and learning new things really excites me, because with every layer that I pull back, it's like I'm just awed. Like I'm just like, whew, like, wow, what a wonder. And all this time I'm looking at my body and saying, you're ugly, you're hideous, because no man likes your body, because no woman likes your body, because, you don't fit this phenotype. You're somehow disqualified. That's not how that works. That's not how any of this works. So yes, let me see what y'all are saying. Yes. Nate says, a big fallacy is that once you get to a certain age, you become stuck. Yes. Capitalism deludes us into thinking that growth is purely physical. As though life stops once you get that 57K office job. But yes. Let me come down. But people completely disregard spiritual growth and unlocking gifts. Once you got 30, that's the prime time to free the spirit from trauma. From there, growth, freedom, and strength can blossom. I love that, Nate. And I agree. I look back at myself at, 25, 26, at 24. Love her down. She's amazing. She was amazing. She's so brave. I love her. But I love who I am at 34. I love who I am. I am so clear. It's like every year I'm becoming clearer about who I am, what I'm not finna do, what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, what interests me, what brings me joy. And I'm braver than I was at 24 too, I think. Like, in a lot of ways, my 24-year-old self was braver, but like, I'm just now getting to like, oh, this is life. And if we're technically adults at 18, that means I've only been an adult for like 16 years. I'm just a baby. I don't know what I'm doing, And so, yes, like we have to give ourselves time to unlearn all that stuff and then relearn who we are. So I completely agree with you. Hi, Jasmine. Jasmine says, I was a bio major in college. Our immune system is amazing. Also cool to know that our immune system has memory and it responds more quickly to foreign bodies it's been in contact with before. Exactly. Isn't that beautiful? I love that. Kim says, happy 50th, Kim. That's amazing. I welcome 50 in January 2024. I don't appreciate the disrespect of the disrespectful gift of menopause. Fair. I'm still cracking up at this. Go ahead and log out for me. Yes. Oh, yay. Welcome to my classroom of awe and wonder. Honestly, okay, let me tell y'all something. I think I'm gonna start a stream show idea. And it's gonna be called like either like the love stream or the joy stream or like whatever. And I'm gonna have different segments. And I want to talk about the things that I want to talk about, like white blood cells. I want to talk about the things that bring me to awe and wonder. Because this world is beautiful and there's so many different beautiful things that we're missing. You know what I mean? So yes. Oh, that'd be dope. Dr. Renise. That'd be dope. Oh, y'all are kind. Our bodies give us so much to be thankful for. Exactly. Sorry, y'all, I'm thirsty. Woo. Yes, isn't it beautiful? It's beautiful. Yes, okay, maybe I'll try to find it. Maybe I can probably find it on YouTube too. but it was like a clip. But it was all the white blood cells just like going in between the cells. And did you know that white blood cells can go through bone and skin and all the things? They have to, right? Because yeah, things, you can get a bone infection, right? So like the fact that it can just like pop up and show up and be like, hello, just checking in. Are y'all okay? Okay, good. I'll be back. You know what I mean? It's like having an older sibling. And the thing is like, I have an older sibling, but like we're not that close anymore. And that was like a really hard thing for me to like metabolize, because when we were younger, we were like this, right? And so for a long time, I felt like unbig brothered. He's a brother. He's a guy. So like I felt like I didn't have a big brother. And now I look around in ways that help change my perspective about me getting what I need, right? So maybe I don't have a big brother, but I do have white blood cells, you know? Maybe, you know, I don't have X, Y, and Z, but I do have something in place of this. Like I'm seeing in different ways that I'm supported and cared for. And white blood cells care for me. That's their main job, is to care for me. So to say that no one cares for me or nothing cares for me, that would be a lie. Technically, I can't, you know, I could be like, oh my God. Like when I was reading about the white blood cells, I'm like, oh my God, thank you so much, white blood cells, wherever you are. I love you so much, right? It just makes me love my body even more. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Marilyn. I appreciate that. Thank you. Yay. Hello, Enough by M&T. Hello, it's good to see you. All right, let's see. Ooh, speaking of B lymphocytes, please get vaccinated ASAP for the flu, pneumonia, and COVID, especially my immune compromised folks. I've lost 2 very important people. I'm so sorry to hear that. And I want all of you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. That's very kind. I'm very sorry to hear. That you lost 2 very important people to you. It's never easy. It's really, really hard. Yeah. Hey, I love that, Maya. I love that. I love that you're not dreading your 30s, because I was. Let me tell you something. 30s are amazing. And I'm sure, and I hear from people in their 40s and 50s and 60s and 70s and 80s and 90s, right? That every year just gets better. Every decade just gets better. So yes. Hi, Christine Lundy. Hello. This month in Bahamas, we are recognizing and acknowledging menopause. No shame, denial, because we as women are maturing, doing it with grace, compassion, and love. I love support and love. I love that. Support and love, period. Why are women always taught to be ashamed of their bodies? Why are women always shamed? Like, that's beautiful too. Having a cycle is beautiful too. Menopause is beautiful too. You know what I'm saying? I'm not, again, even as a menstruating person, okay, it is hard. I have PMDD. I was diagnosed with PMDD, and it's difficult. I literally, before my cycle begins, I literally struggle with not wanting to be here anymore. Those thoughts, when I'm on my cycle, those thoughts are there, right? And I do need support. And also, there's nothing wrong with medication, y'all, by the way. There's nothing wrong with medication or whatever you need to help your body. But dealing with all of that on top of having to be ashamed for it, I'm not doing that no more. Yes, I bleed once a month. Absolutely. What about it? Why does that gross you out? Yes. Right. Okay, I don't know, but I'm back. Something happened, so hopefully y'all can still hear me. But either way, like, no, like I'm not going to be ashamed of the way that my body acts. Even that, like, what? Even the fact that it just went out just now, like, oh, did I say something I wasn't supposed to say? Period. Cycle. What about it? Blood. Okay, like, it's a rough experience for me, but then I'm not also going to be ashamed about that. And it really goes back to like women being consumed, because when I'm not on my cycle, it's praised, it's desired, it's pursued, right? But when it's not and used to you, somehow now it's gross. Absolutely not. But yes, thank you for sharing this, Christine. I love that you all are supporting one another. That's beautiful. Because a lot of people, I remember growing up, nobody was really talking about menopause. Not really. People would say stuff like, oh, the change, or, oh, you flashing. They would say things like that. Like, oh, it's, you know, that time or whatever. But nobody really talked about it. People talked about it like it was something to be ashamed of, you know? So yes, I love that. Yes. That part. We weren't sent here alone. Period. Yes. Oh, and hi, Carly. Hello. I was horrible at 25. Yeah. Being 32 now, I feel light years ahead. I love that. I love that. I love that. Our bodies speak to us, yeah, daily. Listen to your body and don't ignore that voice, that part. And we'll get to that in a second too. Let me come down. All right. Oh yeah, no worries. No worries. I got what you're saying. All right, let's see. All right, so hopefully y'all can see me and I'm back. Here we go. All right. So the next reason, my body is made up of all the ancestors who came before me. How dare I speak down on this body that bears the freckles of Barbara Neely, and Mary Morgan. Like, how dare I look down on this body that's literally like an heirloom passed down from my ancestors. My body is literally made up of the cells of the people who came before me, the people that I love, the people that I hold dear, the people that I cherish. That's beautiful to me. I think about, well, I didn't plan on crying, but I think about my elders and the elders and the ancestors now, the elders that I lost who are now ancestors. And as my mother is aging, I'm seeing my grandmother in her face. As my aunt is aging, I'm seeing my aunt in her face and my grandmother in her face. And as I age, I'm starting to see the people that came before me. I keep my ancestors' programs, and this is my grandmommy, a very classy lady. But she passed away. What year? Oh, 2 years ago at this point. Wow. She passed away 2 years ago. And I look at her face now and I'm starting to see like, wow, I saw a little flash of her just now. That's wild, right? Like, and so even though I don't have her with me, she is with me, Whew. So I love that my body is like the best gift they could ever give me, because I can see like remnants of them and flecks of them in certain, angles and stuff like that. So I find that beautiful. I find that even though they're not here with me, they are here with me. You feel me? Like, even, yes, spiritually, yes, they're here with me. But like physically, they're here with me in this body. I have the hands of my Annie Marty. I look down at these hands and she's no longer here, And like, I'm like, wow, I get to still see her, I don't know what's going on, but hopefully y'all can hear me. But yes. Ooh. Give me 1 second, y'all. Okay. I hope that y'all can still hear me. I don't know what's going on with the connection, but we're going to go through it. So yes. So I carry the freckles and the moles of the women in my family. I carry the hands of the women in my family. I carry the gait. I walk. I carry the knees of my mother. I'm knock-kneed just like my mom is. You know what I mean? Like, and somebody was knock-kneed before she was. You know what I'm saying? So I carry little pieces of myself. And there are sometimes parts of myself that I was criticizing that now I see like, oh, these are heirlooms and gifts from my ancestors. And I would never criticize them about that. I love these things about them. So why am I so hard on myself when I would never be hard on them like that? It's like if somebody giving you a gift and you just despise it. You're like, oh, thanks for this gift. This is trash. That's ugly. I hate it. Ugh. You know what I mean? Like that's what it really feels like I was doing. And now really like changing my perspective. Like, wow, no, like they're with me right now. So yes. So the next thing I said was that it's a home. My body is a home for my precious soul. My body is my home. This is the only home that my soul is going to dwell in, as far as I know. And so I better love it. Hello? I better love my body. This is the one body that I get. And what does that mean? Treating it with love and compassion and care, giving it the things that it needs, treating it. Hello? Letting it experience pleasure and joy. Oh, I love this, Janine. I see my dad's face and my nephew's face. Wow. Wow. That's beautiful. Oh, thank you all for the hugs and the hearts. I appreciate that. And the flowers. Hi, Deb. Hello. Hello. Yes, yes. I think that's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. And it can be like stunning when that happens. Like, whoa. Like almost like you've seen a ghost. You know what I mean? Even like mannerisms that you that someone didn't even see them because this person was gone before they got here on Earth. Like they got Earthside, and they talking like the same person. They got mannerisms like them, like their like it's very interesting. It's very interesting. Yes, yes. I love seeing the literal lineage in our bodies. Yes, absolutely, absolutely. Nate, thank you, Nate. One thing I will say about aging, make sure y'all stretch every morning. I almost got lazy and started to feel it a little bit. That part. Thank you, Nate. I appreciate that. Yes. Okay. All right. Yes. All these parts of ourselves come from our ancestors. Absolutely. Absolutely. The parts that we're taught to hate about ourselves come from our ancestors. Absolutely. Hi, Lydia. Hello. You're a gift, and I appreciate. Oh, and I appreciate you. Thank you. This message of reasons your body is beautiful is beautiful. Yay, yay. Much love and appreciation. Much love to you, and thank you for that. I appreciate that. Wow. I look just like my dad. Genetics are amazing. They are. They are. And you carry his legacy. That's lovely. That's lovely. Okay. And yes, thank you, Marilyn. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Yes, please say hello. We're all friends here. We're all kind. Okay. So let me go down. I said, I look like my mom. I look like my mom and I favor my dad. Me and mom look alike, but me and my dad also look alike. I have his smile. I have things that I've inherited from him. Another reason why my body is beautiful. My body, like I said, my body is an inheritance from my family, and my body is a work of art. It moves. My body is a work of art. It moves. My body is such a work of art that even if people drew me, they would never be able. I mean, there are some very talented artists out there. Let me not even, whatever. But I'm so beautiful that it's hard to replicate me. When I think about the fact that me and my little brother have the same mother and father, right? We look completely different. We're like two different expressions of two people. Two very different expressions of the same two people, and also the same people that we come from. So my brother has some things that I don't have, and I have some things that my brother doesn't have. Or we both have the same things and it's mixed around. For example, my brother has my mother's eyes. I have my dad's eyes. You know what I mean? And so like we are such works of art that we cannot be duplicated. There will only be one you. There are people who look like you, who sound like you, but there will only be one you. The fact that we all have individual fingerprints, that's crazy to me. All them billions of people, we're talking people who've existed, period. And we're all works of art that are moving and shifting and changing. My body looks very different than it did 10 years ago. And I think that's beautiful. At first I'm like, no, I don't want to look different. Now I'm like, no, I'm just a different expression of who I am. I'm still the same person, but as I age, my body will change. And my body is a moving work of art that is always being made. We talked about cells earlier. Our cells are always replicating. You know, I have some grays. I got some gray hair that I didn't have 10 years ago. You feel me? I have gray hair now that I didn't have before. I have like a gray eyebrow. It's like one eyebrow hair that's gray. You know? It's a work of art that is always changing and moving and expanding and contracting. Shout out to people who have given birth, right? You're a home. You're literally a home for another body. And your body literally expanded to bring forth life and contracted. That's amazing to me. That's amazing to me. I get goosebumps. My hair is literally standing up on my arms. It's amazing. Let's see. Yes, I said my body stretches to make more room for me. Shout out to my stretch marks. Every single one. My body stretches to make room for me. What a gift. There are places in real life. My body is real life, but you know what I mean? Like there are places socially where I feel like I have to contract. I have to be smaller because if I don't make myself smaller, they're not going to respect me. They're not going to love me. Even when I gain weight, my body says, here you go, girl. Here's some more space for you to expand. Again, shout out to people who give birth. Okay. Shout out to y'all. Okay. I can imagine. It's definitely a freaky experience. Hello. You've had life in you. I see mothers all the time holding their wombs and like they'll be tracing like their baby's foot dragging across their belly. And I'm like, that is so bizarre. That is so, I can't even, that's, trying to imagine that is very interesting, right? But even that, like your body expanding to make room for another life. That's beautiful. And I understand not everybody wants children. That's completely fine. And also pregnancy is hard. I don't want to, I've never been pregnant, but I don't ever want to, paint it to be like, oh my God. I think in my ignorance, it could be like, oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. But hearing the stories from mothers, that joint be sounding hard. Okay. But yes. So yeah, my stretch marks love me. Okay. My stretch marks love, either stretch marks only mean, I think me and Jamal said this before, either you were thinner and you gained weight or you lost weight. That's it. And we're like, oh my God, my stretch marks, I got to get rid. Why? Who said? We all expand and contract, especially as women. Okay. There are certain times of the month where I might be heavier than the next. And I can feel it. You know what I mean? Hormones are a real thing, y'all. So have grace with yourself. It's precious. My body warns me. Another reason why my body is beautiful. My body warns me when something is wrong. I can feel heartbreak in my chest, right? I can feel my tummy if I'm sick, right? I can literally, like when someone hurts my feelings, it hurts right here. It hurts right here in my chest, the middle of my chest for those who aren't looking. It hurts my chest. I like, ooh, ouch. That hurts. That's my body alerting me that something is wrong. That hurt, girl. We need to interrogate why, right? Or if I'm sick to my stomach, I have IBS. The girls have IBS, okay? The girls are stressed. But I have IBS. My body will literally reject things that are not good for it. They'll let me know, hey, we're hurting because something is wrong. Girl, you had milk today. You know that you're lactose intolerant. Why you keep doing this? Or if I don't feel safe in my body, I tighten my stomach. If I don't feel safe, if I don't feel secure, if I feel nervous, I get sick to my stomach. That's why I don't eat before I perform. I can't do it because I'm gonna get sick. I'm gonna throw up or, go to the bathroom. But like my body is like, it's like a tuning fork. It's like, we're taking in this space. And while you might not be fully aware, we are. The body's aware, right? If I sprain my ankle, pain is also a gift. And I'm not saying that we should sign up to be just like, yeah, I'm signing up for pain. No, what I'm saying is that when my body alerts me that, hey, we hurt down here, our ankle, the people, the parts of my body, the community in my ankle is like, we're in pain. We need help. What happens? White blood cells rush there. Or like if there's an infection or something, it gets swollen, it gets hot, right? Because all of my body is running to the parts of my body that need the most help. That's what happens, right? And when I feel that pain is alerting me, Alicia, something is wrong. Please get us help. I think that's beautiful. I think that's amazing. Pain is communication. Absolutely. Absolutely. And I want us to listen to that pain and listen to what that pain is telling us. Whether it be bodily pain, emotional pain, mental pain, fatigue, exhaustion. Exhaustion is an injury. Listen, I'm exhausted. Exhaustion is an injury. Something has been overused. When you feel like a lot of people get like that shoulder pain when they keep like overworking something, you know what I mean? Or like whatever they're doing, lifting. If you keep doing the same things over and over again without the right support or without the right care, without the right rest, your body will communicate to you, hey, before it gets really, really bad, we're letting you know that we're kind of bad. It's a warning. We don't like this. Yay. Hi, Crystal W. Hello. It's good to see you. But yes, speak about it. And it's the dairy industry in the US too. It very much is. Very much is. They poisoning us, y'all, but they also poisoning the cows. Yes. Hello. We all expand and contract. And who wants us to say the same? Exactly. Like it's amazing. Our body is nature. I'm gonna get ahead of myself, but our body is nature, right? And just like nature expands. Like our body is like when we say like ashes to ashes, dust to dust, when people pass away, what do we do with their body? We put their body in the ground. Our body goes back to the ground where we came from. And a lot of different religious, or spiritual beliefs, like this is the idea. We come from soil. We're walking gardens. We go back to the soil. We come from soil, we're birthed, We're walking gardens. We go back to the soil, right? And so like this idea that we're not allowed to expand or change or be who we really be, because who I am at 34 is not exactly the same exact person as I was at 24. And so if I was to always be that person, if I always had to be that same person in whoever's mind, I would never get a chance to expand and grow and to change and to flourish. Seeds have to crack open, right? And grow. They have to expand. And then those seeds create more seeds that crack and expand, right? So yes, like in social settings, we're often told to contract to be loved, where our body is saying, you will expand and I will love you, period. You expanding has nothing to do with whether or not I love you or not. Yes, please expand. Please. You know? Okay, let me come down. Yes. Oh, that's why I support our local farmers market where I recently moved. I love that. I've become a regular. I love that. That's a dream for me. That's a dream. I feel like I got to go, like the local markets that we have in the DMV usually is like DC or somewhere in the middle of nowhere. More on the Eastern Shore where I am is where all the farmers markets are. But yes, that's beautiful. I love that. All right, next. The next reason. Oh yeah, so your body lets you know that something's wrong, but also pay attention to your anxiety, pay attention to your heightened awareness. Like there are signs that I don't feel safe in my body. Again, holding in my stomach, holding my breath, furrowing my eyebrows. Like, I don't know if y'all can see that. Like going like this. I'm stressed out when I'm doing this. And I have to remind myself, okay, girl, we need a break. You're stressed. We need a break. You know, things like that. Okay, the next reason. My body is a place of love and pleasure. I can experience hugs, tears, sex, things that are cathartic and healing. My body is a site of pleasure and joy. There's food that I like. There's drink that I like. You feel me? I love hugging people. Like connection, bonding, putting my hand in the soil, that feels good. Like my body is like this suit that I'm wearing, right? This home that I'm living in, that I'm able to experience all the pleasures in the world, all the beautiful things. A good cry. A good cry feels good. Even if I'm crying about something that's painful, to be able to get those tears out, it's cathartic. It feels good. Hugging someone I haven't seen. 2 years ago, we went to California and I saw my friend Leslie. Shout out to Leslie. And she lives in San Francisco. And when I saw her, I ran up to her and I cried. I wasn't prepared. I wasn't sad. I grabbed onto her and I just started sobbing. And I don't know where those tears came from, but it was a pleasurable cry. It was, I miss you. I love you so much. Oh my God, I get to hold you again. I get to behold you. I get to see you with my eyes in real life, not on a screen. You know what I mean? Or like a phone or something. I get to hold you in my arms. Thank you so much for being someone that I love. Thank you so much for existing. Like all those tears just came out. That was a very pleasurable experience. It was overwhelming and I didn't know where it came from, but I needed to cry, you know? Hello. Man, all the talk around leaving a partner if they gain weight. Don't give me that part. Hello. Let's be so serious. I'm so tired. I'm so tired. I'm so tired. And it's usually men, okay? We do, though. The men listening, not that a lot of men, shout out to the men who are here though, because it ain't y'all. But the men listening, we do not care. We do not care. If you want to leave because then go. Just go. Go. Why are you qualifying? Whatever. Just leave. Anyway. So yes. Yes. So yes, my body is a place of love and pleasure. I can experience hugs, tears that are cathartic and healing. And I can remember good experiences I've had. You know what I mean? I can physically, if I go back to a time, if I think about a very pleasurable experience that I've had, you know, traveling or with friends, I can feel that joy in my body. I can still exist. I can still exist now in this moment and still reap the benefits of having those good experiences from the past by reliving those things. Okay. Oh, Mike. Yeah, we suck. I'm sorry. We appreciate the apology. Thank you. Because this is honestly, Mike, I'm not gonna hold you. This might be the only apology a lot of women get. So we appreciate that. Thank you. But yes, absolutely. Please go. Please go. Okay. Not this. The door. Absolutely. Okay. The next reason why I think my body is beautiful is because my body involuntarily reacts to joyous things joyfully. Laughter, smiling, right? What else I write down? Blushing. My body lets me know that I enjoy something before I even like admit to myself that I'm enjoying something. Laughter is so funny to me because you can't control it. You can force yourself to laugh, but I'm talking about like a real laugh. Like when you really laugh, your body is like, that is hilarious, right? Like I've literally been like eating or drinking or something. Hello? I've literally been eating and drinking something and like I choke on my food because I'm laughing so hard. I've been out of breath because I'm laughing so hard. And if I had it my way, I could breathe. But my body's like, no, linger here in this breathless laughing. The state of like euphoric pleasure, right? Like laughter is so good. It feels so good. Even when you're not the one telling your body to do that thing. You know what I'm saying? So yes. Also, my body is a one-of-a-kind work of art. I said that already. Even though it may be similar to someone else's, there's no body like or exactly like mine. If I gotta choose between you and the Keebler elves, I'm choosing the elves every time. Hello? Because why would I be starving myself for you? Why would you, as somebody who loves me, want me to... Okay. Hello? But Nate, this. Imagine. I just think it's so sad. And men defend patriarchy with their very lives and don't see how it's killing them. You can't even be kind without being called a name. So tell me the value and worth of the patriarchy again. I'm confused. Like, if you're kind to a woman, you're automatically pushed out of community? That's weird. That don't sound like love. That don't sound like friendship or kindness. Where you're praised for being mean and cruel to people? You know what I'm saying? But yes. I was gonna say, we welcome the simps. But yes, let's see. It does. Laughter is good for the soul. Yes. I love being a silly person. Yes. And you know what? I think, shout out to everybody in the chat, but black folks, period. Black people are funny. I'm sorry. Black people have this ability to be funny without even trying. We don't even be trying. And I really do think that a lot of us have used humor, whether good or bad, good ways and bad ways. We've used humor to survive. You know what I mean? Like, if we didn't have a good sense of humor about ourselves, if we didn't have a good sense of humor about life in general, we would not survive. We tap into joy all the time. It don't matter if it's a funeral, okay? It don't matter. We're gonna be kikiing at that repast. We're gonna be crying and we're gonna be crying and like on the floor at the funeral. We're expressive people. I love that about us. I love that black people are expressive. We're loud. We're unapologetic. You know what I'm saying? About our expression and our taking up space, which is why like the West is not even created for people like us. And honestly, like a lot of the world is expressive, but a lot of white folks are not. So it makes them uncomfortable. Our joy, right? That we can't explain. At that repast, there's going to be laughter. There's going to be storytelling. There might even be songs, right? Because that's how we survive. That's how we get through. Life is hard in general. Life is 10 times harder for black folks, 10 times harder than that for black women. We gonna laugh. even the things that people tell us. What were we laughing? Oh, black jobs, right? When Trump, whatever, when he was talking about he said something about black jobs, and immediately black people went to Twitter and went to town. I'm at my black job. You feel me? Like we have this beautiful way of taking oppression and making it look cool. That's a problem too. But we have a beautiful way of taking oppression, making it look cool, turning it into something beautiful. Like, what is the word I'm looking for? Metabolizing that into humor, into goodness, into medicine. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're very good at that. So yes, laughter. Laughter is medicine. It's medicine for ourselves, but also for other people that we make laugh and smile. I crack myself up. I be cracking up by myself, okay? I be having a good time. Yes, laughter makes me feel good. I laugh very, very often. Others who know me miss my laughter. Oh, see, isn't that beautiful? That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Yes, yes, yes. Humor and truth go hand in hand. Absolutely. Ooh, I love that, Marissa. Truth and humor go hand in hand, and they do. Because that's what makes things funny, right? Like when we watch stand up and stuff like that, the funniest jokes that land to me are the ones that are honest. The ones that are bravely honest. You know? Yes, yes, yes. I love that. Yes, that part. We're not becoming expressionless robots, Ken. And we're not. And we're not. You want me to be ashamed? You want to call me ghetto? You want to call me ratchet? You do that. You do that, honey. And I'm going to have a great time laughing. You know? Chica! Speaking of laughter, Chica be cracking me up. Shout out to Chica. Thank you for being here. I laughed today about being unemployed. I said, girl, you really quit. That's how it be. We got to find humor in some of the things. Life is scary. Life is hard. If we don't have humor, what do we have? If we don't have some way to take that pain and that stress and that fear and turn it into something pleasurable. I think that's beautiful. The ability to do that is beautiful. Okay, yes. Where'd I leave off? Okay. Oh yes, my body is so unique that no two sides are the same. One side of my face looks different than the other. I love seeing this like symmetrical stuff that people talk about, like, like, oh, perfect symmetry or something like that is like beauty or whatever. First of all, a lot of people's faces, I'm not gonna say nobody's, a lot of people's faces are not symmetrical. They're not. I have things about my body that are very different. One side is different than the other. I have one side of my face, is this side, that has a dimple and the other one doesn't. I have one side of my face that looks more like my dad and one side looks more like my mom, right? Like I have one arm that's longer than the other. I have one foot that's a little bit bigger than the other. I have my hands, they're completely different because, I mean, obviously this is my dominant hand, so they're going to look different. I'm right-handed. Than my left hand. And I find that beautiful. My body is so unique that not even two sides are the same. That's how beautiful I am. That's how much of a masterpiece I am. That when I was crafted together, not even two sides of my face are exactly the same. I believe in God. I believe in creation. I believe that I was created with purpose. I believe that in my bones. In my bones. And I think about how we're all handcrafted. We're all works of art. You feel me? Like that's how I look at everybody. Everybody's a work of art. A masterpiece put together with the, I was saying remnants, but that's not the word I want to use. The love letters, the bodies of our ancestors. You feel me? And so like, I'm like, wow, that's how beautiful I am. That no matter what angle I turn, I'm going to get something else. God took God's time with me. Okay. And God took God's time with you. Whatever you believe. But yes, you were created with intention. That's my entire point. Okay. My body is in motion, always moving and changing. Even when I am sleeping, my body is working. When I am laying in the bed, knocked out, unaware of what's happening around me, my body is moving and working. My body is changing. When we were kids, we would go to sleep. Why? For a long time, because our bodies would be growing while we're sleeping. That's amazing to me. It's like we're born seeds with all the information. I think about seeds all the time. And how, like, let's say this is a seed. It's a fingernail polish. This is a seed, right? Within this seed is all the information about what this plant is going to look like. Excuse me. What it has the potential to do, right? When we're babies, we're like little baby seeds. Our body has information. This is how tall she's going to be. This is when she's going to get her period and stop growing. This, like these kinds of things. She's going to have this and okay, cool. She's going to end up looking like this, right? We have no idea. When babies are growing, we be like, oh my God, you're changing every day. Our bodies aren't in motion all the time. We're always in motion because when things stop being in motion, we're no longer alive. I mean, but even then, after people pass away, they still grow hair and nails. You know what I mean? So anyway, I just find that amazing. Our body is always in motion. It's always moving and changing. Another reason why our body is beautiful. Our bodies are beautiful. I said our bodies are nature and our bodies are friends with nature. Okay. This is something that I thought about. The fact that I can eat spinach and my body knows what to do with that spinach is crazy. Right? The fact that I can breathe in oxygen and my body knows without my help, without my telling them where stuff should go, my body knows where to take that oxygen. It knows to give most of my oxygen to my brain, then my heart, my blood, all these different things, right? That's amazing. That's amazing. My body knows my body knows what spinach is, knows what the nutrients in that spinach is, and gives it to the parts of my body that needs it most. My body knows what to do with protein. My body knows what to do with all these different things. I find that absolutely amazing. The fact that the body knows better than I know. My body knows when I eat trash. My body knows when I am poisoned. I'm not proud of this. When I was in college, I got drunk once or twice, and my body relieved itself because my body said, "Girl, you're trying to kill yourself." So now we have to force you to release some of those toxins, some of that poison. Because let's be fair, yeah, alcohol is poison. It is what it is. Okay, it is what it is. But when I was drinking, I didn't really have a handle on my tolerance or I didn't know what I was doing. I was just like, oh, sure, why not? You know what I'm saying? My body said, LOL, girl. Okay, that was fun until it's not fun no more, right? My body is that smart. My body literally overrides me to save my life. Anyway. So I said my body knows how to use oxygen, vegetables, water, and all the things I'm unaware of to benefit my well-being. Literally, my body is a love letter, literally put together just to keep me safe and whole. And that's the next thing I wrote down. I said my body will override my will to take care of me like a mother. Like a mother. My body is my mother. My body is my mother. Examples, like I said earlier, sneezing, throwing up, coughing, sweating, crying, adrenaline, right? The fight or flight response. Like your body literally is working to keep you safe and to love you. That part. The body absorbs nutrients and releases waste without our conscious awareness. That part. When we go to the bathroom and eliminate, right? I'm trying to use words that are, when we use the restroom, when we poop, right? I'm sure there are people who study poop and like, oh, what's in this? Like I go to the bathroom, I flush, wash my hands, I be out that joint. I'm not studying that thing, right? But my body is releasing the waste. Like you said, without me knowing. I don't know. I ate this. I hope you can use some of it, right? My body said, oh, we'll take this and we'll put out that. When I take vitamins sometimes, I can tell when I took too much because I have to use the restroom, but also because whatever, TMI, like the color of your pee will change because you took too many vitamins. I'm sure that I'm not the only one that's happened to, but your body knows how to eliminate things it doesn't need. That's my point. That's my point. Yes. God gave us all a gift. Yes, it's how you take care of that gift. That part. Absolutely. Daughter Nature. Hello. I'm 5'2" and my creator gave me the hands and feet of a 6-foot person. LOL. I used to be like, why? Now I just say thank you. Yes. I love that. Isn't that beautiful? Just saying thank you. I love that. Hi, Shellwell. Hello. Hi, Lauren. Hello. The Bible says God created us and we are fearfully and wonderfully made. Yes. Absolutely. My favorite part of that scripture. I knit you together in your mother's womb. Like when I think about knitting, right? My granny crocheted. She taught me how to crochet. My great grandmother. And that takes a lot of time. That takes a lot of time and intention and work, labor, hours, right? Your fingers be all swollen and calloused doing that. And I think about like people being knit together, right? And how that took a lot of time. It takes 9-10 months. It takes 10 months for a person to come to full term in the way that we understand it, right? That's a long time. That's a lot of knitting. That's a lot of knitting with intention. You know what I'm saying? But yes. Again, the entire process of people being conceived, people being born, people giving birth, that will never not blow my mind. Okay. So yes, My organs work. Another reason why my body is beautiful. My organs work without my help. My heart pumps blood. My lungs take in oxygen and distribute it throughout my body. When I think about that, right? My brain, my brain is working when I'm not even thinking about it working. My brain is even working when I'm sleeping. You know? Hold on one second. I want to say hi to people. Hello, Showell. Hello, I grow hollyhocks on any blocks. Hollyhocks, excuse me, on any blocks. Loving these recent topics, Alicia. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you. Hello, yours truly. Hello. Hello. Yeah, shout out to our liver, our primary filtration system. I love that. See what I'm saying? When you study nature, when you study the body, because the body is nature. Oh, let me go back. Let me go back to that. My body is my mother, right? I had this thought. I was sick. I was sick, and I was sick to my stomach, and I thought that I was going to throw up. I didn't, thank God, because I hate throwing up. I hate it because it just feels like I'm not in control of my body, which, I mean, that's the point, right? But your body's trying to save you. So I was sick, and I was just like praying, like, God, please, God, please, God, please, God, please. Like, I just, you know, like when your stomach hurt, you just on there pleading for your life. Okay. Like, please, please. And it's funny now. It wasn't funny then. And I was really sitting with that thought, like, no, my body literally is my mother, because my body is Mother Nature, right? Like, if I'm formed, if I am made of soil, then Mother Nature is my mother, right? And so, like, just like a mother does, a mother, they say, like, mother knows best. Like, this idea, like, your mother knows how to care for you. A mother knows how to take care of a baby, right? The baby is crying for different needs. After a while, the mother knows, like, what the cry means. Maybe, I don't have kids, but, like, I'm imagining, you know what the cry means. You know how to communicate with your kid. There are toddlers who be saying stuff, and I'd be like, I don't know what you just said. And the mom is like, oh yeah, Johnny wants X, Y, and Z. You know what I'm saying? And our bodies literally are made up of Mother Nature, right? And upheld by Mother Nature and taken care of by Mother Nature, i.e. food, right? Energy, clean water, these kinds of things. And as a mother does, sometimes a mother has to override what the kid is doing because the kid doesn't know what's best for them, right? Like, no, you cannot have 10 chocolate bars, okay? You cannot do that, right? And so the mom will be like, no, you feel me? So I think in the same way, our bodies does the same thing. Our bodies do the same thing, right? This idea of, like, again, throwing up, coughing, sneezing. Our bodies know what is best for us. And they will override what we want to do, what we think is best to do for the benefit of ourselves. Again, going back to that time when I was drinking, right? My body was like, girl, you're going to kill yourself if I don't get this out your system. We're already overloaded. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't want you to have alcohol poisoning. You feel me? So let me try to eliminate for you. Just like a mom. I remember I found out I was allergic to penicillin. We all found out. And my mom, I remember she gave me some medicine. Shout out to my mom. Okay. She gave me some medicine, and I remember, sorry, y'all, this is a little graphic, but I threw up. And my mother was sitting there. My mother was sitting there catching it in her hands. And I think to myself, now that's crazy. I don't know if I could do that, right? But I feel like mothers do a lot of things that don't necessarily, they might not make sense to us, right? But because they are mothers, they'll do things that even they wouldn't do for their children in the best case scenario. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, the body. So I'm looking at my body as my mother, listening to my body as my mother. That part. Yes. Hence my name. Absolutely. Daughter Nature, period. I love that. But yes. Right. Shout out to my liver. Shout out to my liver. Okay. Absolutely. Mara says, yeah, I tried to learn once and my ADHD was like, yeah, it's a beautiful, yeah, absolutely. And then we're told we're not worthy after all of that. Beautiful skill. Yes, absolutely. Beautiful skill. Thank you for that. Yes. We're a full family circle with our ancestors and continue to connect as family grows. I love that. The circle doesn't break no matter where we live. I love that. Mm-hmm. Let's see. Shexy lady. I love this name. Easier to wash your hands than clean it off the floor. Oh, that part. That's fair. That's fair. Cause my mom she was like, And it just kept coming. But yes. Okay. We're almost finished with the list, y'all. I promise. But I still want to hear from y'all. Why y'all love y'all bodies? What makes you like, oh, wow, thank you, body. Oh, thanks. I love you. Okay. Even when I think of like pimples, when I was a little girl, I used to get pimples in high school. Oh my gosh, they were the worst. It was the worst. It was the best of times. It was the worst of times. But I got pimples, and even learning a lot about like pimples and how even pimples are trying to like get stuff out of your body. It's gross, but like it's still kind. We appreciate it. Yes. Period. Okay, let's see. Another reason why I think my body is beautiful and your body is beautiful is because, okay, I said this before, my body is a tuning fork. It'll let me know when I don't feel safe in a place or with a person. Like my intuition be on it. My intuition be on it. My intuition, I'm not going to say she never lies, but she hardly lies. No, I'm going to be on, my intuition never lies. My anxiety might lie. My intuition though, my intuition be on it. And so there are certain things in my body, like I said, that let me know I do not feel safe here. I'm holding my tongue. I'm not being honest. I feel panicked. I feel rushed. I feel hurried. I feel like I'm contracting my stomach, right? I feel like I'm holding my breath. I'm frowning. Like these are signs in my body. I'm clenching my jaw. Like I'm talking like this, like very much like this, you know? And I have TMJ. I have TMJ from clenching my jaw. You know what I mean? So there are signs that show up in my body that let me know you don't feel safe here. This is not a safe place. Don't trust that person, right? So yeah, and there have been times in my past, and I have grace for myself with this, that I've overridden those systems, overridden those signs. Like, oh, it's fine. It's fine. Maybe I'm imagining it. You know, no, like your body knows. I was listening to, I think his name was like Kyle Cease. And he was talking about how our bodies are telepathic or psychic, not telepathic. Our bodies are psychic. And I'm like, you know what? That actually, like we can feel joy. Like it's not a concept, right? We can feel joy in our bodies. We can feel when something feels like the right thing to do because there's a sense of ease. There might be a little nervousness, but for the most part, it's like joy and excitement and like wonder, like, oh my gosh, I wonder what this door could lead to, right? Versus when we feel like we're contracting and like, I'm going to choose this door and I'm going to have to play small and contract to get in. There's a different feeling. You know what I mean? So your body communicates to you all the time. And like Marilyn was saying earlier, listen to your body. Your body don't be lying. Okay. Let's see. Ooh, my body will let me know when I've had enough. This is something that I'm learning in real time, like how to honor my body's boundaries. That's another thing I've been taught to override. Shout out to Marissa. Marissa talked about overperforming. Let me actually find the video. Talked about overperforming a couple of days ago. What is time? But either way, but I've been really dealing with the fact that I've been taught to not listen into my body, not believe myself. Oh yeah, overachieving, excuse me. Let me share the video now. And my body will tell me that I've had enough, right? And I'll be like, nobody, no, you haven't. You can do more. You can do more. And when I really think about it, my body is letting me know that I've had enough way before I've registered that I've had enough mentally. Because I can intellectualize all day long, but being in my body and being like, this is a boundary. My body is saying no mas. My body is saying, I don't like this. You've pushed me too far today. Or Tuesday. Thank you. Oh yeah, see, what is time? Yes, but I put the link in the chat, y'all. Please go check out that video because it's a beautiful conversation. But like, our bodies will let us know when we've had enough. My body will let me know when I'm exhausted. And when I'm exhausted, I've been doing things for too long. I've gone too far. Okay? By the time I'm burned out, it's too late. I was tired like 3 weeks ago. You feel me? I was tired like 3 months ago, but I wasn't listening to my body. So my body will tell me through headaches, when I'm tired, my eyes will get hot and they want to close. And I'm like, no eyes, we got to stay open. No eyes, sorry, we have more things to look at. No eyes, we have more work to do. I need you, right? But my eyes are like, my eyelids are literally like, girl, I can't look at another thing. Please, please close these eyes. Get off the screen. Stop looking at your phone. Like, if you want to listen to something, that's fine. But my eyes be tired. Okay. When I was in school studying ASL, so sign language, American Sign Language, my eyes, you don't realize, okay, it's a visual language, obviously, right? And as a hearing person, I don't necessarily have to depend on my eyes that much. I can hear what's going on around me. When you really realize, like, when you're signing and you're watching somebody else sign, and you can't look away and you're focusing on this thing, and like, this is like the sign for like taking in, like taking in what you're viewing. Your eyes get very tired. They get fatigued. Signing is fatiguing. Like, watching other people signing is fatiguing. And I didn't understand that fatigue when I first went into school because I had never experienced anything like that. You know, when I'm tired of looking at something, I just stop looking at it. You know what I'm saying? But even our ears, my eardrum inside, on one of my ears, it will, I don't know if you've ever experienced that when something is too loud and like your ear will like vibrate, like your eardrum will like pulsate. Is that just me? Anyway, but my ears will tell me when they're tired of listening. We're tired. Okay? No more music, no more podcasts, nothing. We need silence. We need quiet. The signs are there, but I've been taught to override those signs and to ignore those signs and to put like all that on the back burner because, girl, we can't be tired right now. But all along my body has been telling me, hey girl, we've had enough today. We've had enough. We'd like it if you would hang it up, please. You know what I mean? And honoring those things. I'm trying better to honor those things. So yes, my body will let me know when I've had enough. Headaches, hot eyes, tired eyes, ears pulsating. I also get very anxious when I'm overstimulated. So like if there's a lot going on, there could be like a TV on, there's visual noise that happens. We don't think about noise. We think about noise in terms of like ears. There's visual noise happening all the time. Your brain is working all the time, taking in information all the time. As I'm talking to you, I'm looking at the screen, looking at myself, reading the comments, looking at out the window. I saw a spotted lantern fly earlier. There's somebody cutting grass over here somewhere. I'm looking at the lights on the thing. And even though I'm talking, I'm also thinking at the same time, right? It's a lot going on. It's a lot happening. And a lot of us are overstimulated. A lot of us need a break, you know, just to turn in and tune in. And also like when you think about it, and Marissa, you've talked about this before, who does it benefit for us to override those signals, for us to ignore those things that our body is telling us? Hey, we need a break. We're letting you know before it gets too bad. And then what happens when I don't listen to it? My body will override like a mother does and be like, oh, turn it off. Turn it off, hang it up. And now I'm bedridden for 3 weeks because I'm tired. When I could have just listened to my body before. And it's no shame, only grace. But I'm learning, you know, relearning how to listen to my body. You feel me? Because like, and Marissa, you talk about this on Tuesday. Children know when they're tired. Children know when they've had enough. Children know when they don't want to eat. Children are real quick, especially toddlers. No, right? But we're taught like, oh, we're not allowed to say no. We're not allowed to be tired. We have to be grown-ups. So we end up ignoring that. We lose that part of ourselves. When our bodies are telling us all the time, girl, I'm tired, I'm sleepy, I can't take in another thing. Please, enough. Okay. All right. The next reason, my body allows my soul to shine through using words, expressions, reactions, and body language. So even though I'm in this body, you know, and I've tried to figure out, can I tell where my soul begins in my body? Like, can I tell where my body ends and my soul begins? I can't. I don't know. I've tried. I can't do it. Not yet. I'll try to figure out later. But like, my body is an expression of my soul. You know what I'm saying? How I choose to dress this body, yes. How I choose to, what spaces I choose to show up in this body says things about me, what I believe, what I want, what I desire, what I hope for, right? But also me using the English language or even like hums and, you know, noises to be able to express myself. I love that I have a body that I can express myself. My soul can be expressed through my body. I love that. I love that I can smile when I like something or show a disapproving face when I don't like something. I like that I can dance. I like the way that I dance. I like the way that I take up space. You know, I love that my body is like a canvas. It's like a piece of art that allows my soul to shine through. I love that. Oh, yay. Hi, Yolanda. No worries. You're not late. You're right on time. Right on time, honey. Let's see. Okay, good. Okay. I was like, is that just me? But yeah, my ear definitely like it pulsates. Like it's like a deep, like a bassy sound. It's not like tinnitus. You know how like tinnitus is like a ringing that people hear, like this that never goes away. For me, when my ears are over stimulated, when things are too loud, your ear will try to, and that's beautiful too. Your ear will try to what is the word I'm looking for? Tweak the sound so that it's not too aggressive, it's not too loud. So your eardrums will vibrate like that. And it'll let you know, girl, it's too loud. Turn on that music or whatever you're listening to, you know? But yes. Ooh, when I ignore my body, Marissa says, when I ignore my body, I get anxious and then I get irritable. Yes, same. It's like my body and soul are screaming, girl, go rest. Yes, yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Ooh, there was a sensory deprivation room in grad school that was so helpful. That's really cool. I don't think I've ever been to a sensory deprivation room. I've heard about it. It sounds interesting. But we had like a again, deaf studies major, ASL, American Sign Language, but we still had to learn about the ear, right? So for a while we were like parallel to the audiology students. So we would go in that room. There's like a soundproof room that you do like your hearing test, like, oh, raise your hand when you hear the beep on the right or the left, you know? And when you went in that room and you didn't hear anything, it's like, whoa, this is what silence sounds like. I've never experienced silence like that. That was very intimidating. It was really scary, but it was really cool. Yay. Fair. I'm extremely conscious of my ears and when things irritate them. LOL. Maybe because I'm blind, but my hearing is amazing. My body compensated for my bad vision. Yes. Yes. Your body will compensate. It will. Yes, my body endures. It goes on without giving in. Ooh, but also knows when to surrender. That part. And that's a part of where I am right now is burnout, right? Where I am right now is exhaustion. And this is joyful for me. Talking about this is joyful for me, so it's energizing. But working right now, it's not it for me. I can't do no work right now. You know what I mean? I can talk about things that energize me, but yes, my body will surrender. My body will say, okay, you didn't listen to me for 6+ months, girl. Now you got no choice but to listen to me. Cause I don't have energy for that. You want to do all this. I don't, guess what? I don't have no more energy. You know what I'm saying? Like that kind of thing. And that still is loving. You know? Hi, Nate. Nate says, we are naturally psychic, but we suppress it when we become overly focused on anxieties and healthy attachments. Oh, unhealthy attachments. Okay, yes. Unhealthy attachments. Yes. I notice my psychic ability opens more when I'm more relaxed. Yes, absolutely. Yeah. When you're not pressured to have to make a decision or have to do something, you can listen in more often, you know? So yes, absolutely. Absolutely. All right, let me come down. Yay. Hi, Hannah. No worries. I'm glad that you're here. Thank you for being here. Yay. Christine says, yet we don't even breathe properly, that part, at times. It's like people try to outsource breathing. Oh, it's like people try to outsource breathing because it's bothersome. Take deep breaths. Inhale, exhale, and enjoy being alive. Let's all do that for a second. Hold on one sec. Hold on. Let's all take a deep breath. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. That felt good. You can take another one. I'll take another one. Filling up my belly. Thank you, Christine, for that. I feel better. I feel more grounded. Thank you for that. Okay, let's see. Oh, I love when it's quiet. I can sit in silence and darkness for hours. I always freak my family out when I'm quiet. Yeah. A lot of us are not comfortable with quiet. A lot of us. And I'm talking like noise again, like visual, audio, like different kinds of noise, like being connected to something, watching something, listening to something, learning something, right? A lot of us don't know how to sit still. And I know for me, a big part of the reason why I struggled with that was because I knew if I stopped, everything was going to catch up with me. Everything was going to hit me at once. You know, like if I stopped and sat down, I would have to feel everything. I'd have to maybe not deal with everything right then and there, but feel it for sure. Because running, I can keep running and going and doing to avoid sitting with what is, you know? So yeah, I agree with you. Okay, next reason, and we're starting to come to a close, but my body creates its own band-aids. Okay, so scabs, right? Our bodies create their own band-aids. I am stuck on Band-Aid brand because Band-Aid stuck on me, right? When we fall and scrape our knees, immediately again, there goes the cells. Here they come. They come and it gets warm and they're like, oh my gosh, you're hurt. Oh no, let me cover you. I don't know. This is my arm. Let's say I fell. Let me cover you with some scabs. Okay, there we go. And then when it's done healing, the scab falls off. I think that's like science. It's like science fiction. We're living in a sci-fi. Okay. This world is very interesting, but yes, it makes its own band-aids. My cells duplicate themselves and white cells clean them up. They're death doulas. We talked about that earlier. I love that. My skin regenerates itself. You know, right? It's cute. It's like, oh, you poor baby, pobrecita. This is like the sign for like, oh, you poor thing. It's like, oh, okay, there we go. All better. Mwah. You know how moms like kiss the boo-boo to make it all better? That's what I think of whenever like our bodies have scabs. And then like that also changed the way that I thought about like hyperpigmentation, because I get hyperpigmentation. It is what it be. Like, you can kind of see, I don't know, this camera is kind of whatever, but you can kind of see like on my forehead, I have hyperpigmentation. I have, what do you call it? Keloids in some places on my body. I have scars on some places in my body. And at first I was like, oh my God, this is so unsightly. Oh no. And then I'm like, actually my scars and scabs, especially I have dark knees. It is what it is. I know this, people say like, oh, it's not ladylike if you have dark knees or whatever. Girl, I had a fun time. Okay. That's what my knees tell me. Like I was in the grass. I was playing, I was playing on my bikes. I was, you know what I mean? Like I was playing hide and go seek. I was playing tag. You know, I lived, and I have these scars on my body to show that I've lived and to also show that my body has always been taking care of me. I got into this really bad bike accident. I don't know how old I was, but I ran into a tree, like bam, like just boom. Like if this is the tree, this is the bike, boom, right? And the front tire bent. I flipped over my bike and like the pedal scraped my leg. And I still have those scars to this day from that accident. This lady, let me tell you something. I believe in angels. Y'all not finna tell me they don't exist. Cause I first of all, I hit the tree down the street from my mother's house and she could not see me. She was in the house with my grandmother and my great grandma. They were visiting from Philly. And I was just on the ground crying. And I'm assuming this woman was like, can you imagine? This woman just like sitting outside enjoying her day, seeing this girl just like full speed into this tree, hop the curb and everything. And And she came up to me and she was like, are you okay? And I was like, no, no. She walked me home, this lady. And every time I look at that scar, I think about that angel. I have no idea who that woman is. I have never seen her after that. I don't know where she lives. She was in the same neighborhood as us, but I never saw her again. Anyway, whatever. Say what you want. She was an angel. So she took me home. And, you know, of course, my mom was like, what happened? This is why I tell you. Da, 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 da. And so I have these scars on my body, like, because I lived. I think a lot of us are trying to pickle ourselves and like, oh, I need to stay young forever. Let me never smile. Let me never get crow's feet. I have these expressions on my forehead, you know, like from me being expressed. I'm a fully expressive person. I'm a very expressive person. And you don't be, this is bad English, but whatever. You don't be fully expressive without getting scraped up and scarred sometimes. Or smile lines. I have smile lines. I hope, and I literally wrote a letter to my older self. I might gotta get the notebook. Hold on one second, y'all. Hold on. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay. When? Let's see. I wrote this letter to my older self. I went to this event that was for Black women and femmes, and it was in honor of Sonia Massey. And period, Chica, exactly. It's AAVE. Yes, thank you for that. Absolutely. Okay, so Okay, you're supposed to write a letter to your older self. And so I wrote down, I hope this letter finds you laughing, right? I was like, Dear Alicia, right? I hope this letter finds you laughing. This is like my elder self in the future. I hope this letter finds you laughing. I hope you have smile lines so deep that even when you rest, you appear joyful. Like that was my first letter. That was my first like opening line to myself. Like I hope that even when you rest, when your face is relaxed, that you appear joyful. Why? Because you're smiling all the time. Right? Because you've lived a life where you've smiled. And of course you have crevices in your face. Hello? Like, duh. Like, of course you have crow's feet. Girl, your eyes disappear when you smile. You know what I'm saying? Like, to me, that's a sign of a well-lived life. The scars and all that stuff. Because for every scar, I have a story. You know what I'm saying? And even the heartbreaking things, like I think about when I've had my heart broken or like I'm mourning a lover or like someone who passed away. Again, that grief is beautiful. That pain, to me, it's awful. But it's also beautiful because it shows that I really lived and I was brave enough. I was brave enough to live and to love and to try. What do I have to be embarrassed about? Okay, this didn't work out with this person or this job didn't work out with that thing or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, yeah, I tried and I fell, I meant to say. Like I rode my bike and I fell. Okay, cool. Like, but I lived and I tried. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, yes. Yes, they do. Angels, I agree. I agree. Ooh, I love this. Unsubscribing from performative femininity, period. I no longer care, period. My knees also tell stories of fun and an eventful childhood. Exactly. That's where I got all my dark knees from. Playing around. I wasn't thinking about I was not thinking about being pretty or cute. I was thinking about having fun. And that's what I did, you know? Yes, hands up, dark knees. Yes, scrape cuts from youth. Yes, and still wear short swimsuits, short dresses. Yes. I'm sorry. Right. Paul, but I see. Can you imagine? First of all, can you imagine what all that Mother Nature has witnessed and like all the generations of humans? And they're like, oh, this little human, poor thing. You poor baby. Yes. I had really bad acne scars with hyperpigmentation. I love this reframe. Yes. These are all love notes. All the hyperpigmentation, all the scars, all the whatever, it's a love note. Saying that my body loved me enough to care for me and heal me. That's it. That's all a scar is. That's all hyperpigmentation is. And it fades after a while anyway. And even if it don't, I still have a scar on my back from when I had chickenpox. And I don't think it's ever going away, you know, but I lived. Cool. I had chickenpox and I lived. Some people don't live. You feel me? Like some people get chickenpox and that's it. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, it's a sign that my body fought back and fought to love me and care for me and heal me. Yes. People make it hard to be people. Absolutely. I just want to be that part. Hi, Anonymous. Hello. Oh, I love you. Hello. Yes. Thank you for being here. Hi, the other MJ. It's good to see you. Thank you for being here. Yes. And yes, we are live. Thank you for being here. Okay. I feel like I lost what I was saying, but y'all get the idea. Smile lines, frown lines. I'd rather have smile lines and frown lines. I'd rather have crow's feet than like no feet. Than like, you know, I want to live a full life. And that's going to cost me. You know, it is what it is. It is what it be. You feel me? Okay. Next one. Yeah, so I said my cells duplicate. Yes, I said that one. My skin regenerates itself. Absolutely. My body expels what's not good for me. From pimples, carbon dioxide, throwing up when drunk. So carbon dioxide, your body taking in oxygen, knowing where to take that oxygen and to release what's not good for you. The fact that your body is always working to, oh, girl, nope, that's too much. Release, right? To care for us. I think that's beautiful. And here's one of the last things I wrote down. But the more that I'm thinking, the more that I'm, whatever. My body regulates my temperature. This is another deep dive study I did. And we'll probably do that at a different day. But my body regulates my temperature. My body sweats when I get too hot, right? To cool me down, and shakes to generate heat when I'm cold. I think that's amazing. When I have a fever, right? And my body is fighting infection, my body is, even though it's not fun fevers are not fun, I'm still like, thank you, white blood cells, for fighting for me. Literally, the last time I got sick, it was like, I think it might have been like April or something, April or May. I was like sick. And, oh, they're cleaning today. Okay, I was like, what is that noise? So it was around April or May. I was sick. I was laying in bed, and I literally Googled, why does your body shake when you have a fever, right? And when I found out the reasons, I was like, okay, it's not that bad now. It sucks, but it's not that bad because I know my body is fighting for me. My body is raising the temperature in my body to kill off germs. Huh? My body is raising its temperature to kill things, right? But even still, like when I'm hot, just like I was 2 seconds ago getting out that shower, the body sweats. I'm gonna do a brief overview because we're gonna talk about this in depth later. But our body sweats, right? To bring water, like, liquid to our skin. And then hopefully a breeze or something is happening, or you're in front of a fan. The body then takes the cool blood. So it sends the overheated blood to the surface, right? It takes the cool blood and sends the cool blood back into the body to cool down the body. I didn't even know that. I knew that we sweat because we get hot, but I didn't understand what that meant. I thought we were just cooling down by the water, like evaporating off of our bodies. No, our blood sends hot blood that needs to be cooled down to the surface to get cool from the sweat and the water. I hope I'm explaining this right. Okay, it's hot. We're sending the blood to the skin. Okay, the skin is sweating. It's cool now. Now we're going to take the blood back into the body to cool down the body. And it keeps doing this over and over again. Over and over again. I think about, I talked about this before on my last podcast. I had a panic attack at a cookout. I was invited to a cookout, and I was sitting there, and I could feel the panic attack coming on. And I was like, okay, I need to leave. And I wanted to leave the picnic before anybody caught on that I was having a panic attack. And that didn't really work out. And because I was having a panic attack, and it was like July or August or something, I think it was July or August. Either way, it was hot as I don't know what outside. Doesn't matter what month it was. It was hot. And I started to walk back to the car, and my body shut down. When I tell you, I never experienced being overheated like that before in my life. My vision, like, I don't know how to, like, my vision went dark. Like, it was like this. Like, there was no more peripheral vision, and all of a sudden it was just like darkness. And I felt wobbly. I didn't feel secure. And I had to sit down on the ground to get myself together. And my body was overheated. It was hot. I was wearing shorts. I thought I was being cool, but I guess I was eating watermelon and everything, and I was still overheated. And these people were like, they were, it's embarrassing. It was embarrassing, okay? Because it's not really embarrassing. I just didn't want all that attention, but I thank God for that attention. I thank God that, like, I had to be seated. I'm trying to be careful how I say this, because people were able to care for me without shaming me. Like, they showed me that I had nothing to be ashamed of. My body was operating how it needed to operate. It's hot. It's hot. You're probably dehydrated. Your body's doing a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like, your body's overworking, and my body shut down. It said, nope, can't see. Nope. We don't need you to see because you need to sit down. Right? My body did that for me. Shut down. So I could not move anymore because I was overheated. Even the act of heat exhaustion is an act, like, when you reach that point, your body shuts down so that you're not using more energy. You're not exerting more heat. Looking back at that, I'm like, what a wonder. It was embarrassing, and people came to my aid, and people called the ambulance, but like, I really needed that moment to be like, you need to listen to your body. You need to stop pushing your body beyond its limits. If you're having a panic attack, you need to ask for help. You need to ask for space. You need to ask for what you need to ask for. But running away and trying not to be a bother to anybody else, like your body is wrong, when all your body is trying to do is save you, is a problem. You don't need to run away. And when I sat on the ground, my husband and my mom, they were like trying to put ice on me to calm me down, to cool me down, excuse me. And I was just like on the ground, on concrete. Somebody like had to push me, had to tell me to sit in a chair, because I was wearing a skirt. It is what it is. Legs was open. It is what it is. And so like an overall skirt kind of thing. And this lady was like, put ice cubes on your wrist. put ice, because it, it was on my back or whatever. They're like, put ice cubes on your wrists. So they were doing that and it worked, right? But finding out why it worked, because your body is trying to cool down, because your body is trying to cool down your blood. It's almost like when a computer gets overheated, what happens? Or your phone is sitting in the window. This has happened to me a lot. And your phone overheats, what happens? It shuts down. Oh, it's too hot, so we're not going to let you use this phone anymore because we don't want it to explode or do something. I don't know what's going to happen if the phone gets hot. But with your body, you can die. Hello? So your body is like, okay, girl, you're not making the right decisions right now. I don't know where you are, what's going on, but we're going to cut off your vision. We're going to cut off your ability to walk and stand. And we're going to sit you down and place you in a place where community is near and they can help you and serve you. Right? So I wrote down, when my body overrides me to care for me, passes out when I'm overheated to save energy and cool down, and sends the blood to my vital organs when I'm freezing. So if the opposite were happening, let's say there was hypothermia, right? Sorry, it's a lot of activity out there from the animals. But if I'm too cold, my body, the reason why your hands get cold, your fingers and your toes, it's because your body is trying to preserve the organs that are really the organs that are really important. Sorry, fingers. You're not as important as the heart. I'm so sorry. You are important. You are very important, right? But your body is trying to keep you alive. That's what the body's thinking. Girl, it's cold. Let's bring back some of that some of that heat to the what do you call it? The spine and the brain and the heart and the stomach. Like these things, right? So yeah. That's all I wrote down for now. But I love my body. Finding out more and more about my body, finding out like how my body actually operates really brings me to compassion and to awe and wonder. And I'm just like inspired to love myself even better, to be kinder to myself, to not judge myself on whatever standards some white man somewhere decided, like, oh, these are the standards by which a woman should live, or a person should, this is how a person should carry themselves. If they don't, they're not worthy of love or care or attention. No. I determine what's beautiful to me, and I decide that my body is beautiful and worthy of my love and my kindness. And just like in the song that I wrote where I said, if they don't like it, I'll still love it, right? If I don't like it, I will love it. Almost like if they don't like it, that's all the more I need to love my body. If they don't like my body, I will love it. And I will love it fiercely. I will love it. I will go hard for it. I will listen to it. I will nourish it. I will care for it. I won't let nobody treat me or my body any kind of way. I will advocate for it and advocate for the bodies of other people, because we're all precious. We're all important. We're all beautiful, So yes. Next time we come here, we'll talk about, maybe not next time, but at some point in the future, I really do want to talk about skin and sweat and like how I think it's a part of the brain that controls the temperature of the body. Hold on. This is my like all in wonder book. Like I just like research stuff. The hypothalamus. The hypothalamus controls the temperature in your body, right? So in the meantime, research that. Look up if you're ever curious about your body. We live in these bodies all our lives and never, thank you. Yes. I appreciate it. Oh, hold on. Wait. Yes. Thank you, Jamal. I appreciate that. We live in our bodies our entire lives. How often do we really sit down to get to know our bodies? Just not saying we got to become a doctor or like, these kinds of things or go to school for it. Do a simple Google search. How does hair grow? What's that about? I love, again, when I do like my gratitude work with my body, like, thank you hair, thank you skin, thank you eyebrows. You know what I'm saying? Like my eyebrows are stopping debris from entering my eyes. My eyelashes do the same thing. They're not just here for you to look at and for you to think that it's pretty. There's a function for these things, Even if the function is beauty, right? And is beautiful, there's still a function to these things. And just because I don't have eyelashes like someone else, or like, my brows are sparse in some places, doesn't mean that it's not beautiful. It's mine. How can anything that belongs to me ever not be beautiful? How could anything that is on this body, that is attached to this soul, ever be ugly? And even if they think that I'm ugly, I will love myself all the more. I am beautiful, okay? I'm one of a kind. I'm a work of art. I'm a masterpiece. And so are you. So I just want you all, I just hope that this encouraged you all to start looking at yourselves as works of art, because you are. You're beautiful creations. You're a work of art. You're like a mosaic. You're a mosaic of all the people who came before you. You know what I'm saying? Like, look at yourself in awe and wonder. Look at your skin. Look at the communities that make up your body, your being. Your white blood cells, your red blood cells, right? Your arteries, your bones, your skin. Your skin doing what it does. Your skin is an organ, caring for you, holding you together. Your small intestine, your large intestine, your liver, like we talked about earlier, filtering your body, right? Your eyes. No matter what, listen, I wear glasses too. I wear glasses too. You know what I'm saying? And still thank you, eyes. Appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? Anywho. But yes, I want you to find your beauty outside of what white men think, what men think, period. Even what other people think, period. I'm really working on having a foundation that I stand on, where if anybody comes along, before it was like, if anybody just blew on my self-esteem, it would fall. Like, bam. You know what I'm saying? Dang, I'm ugly. Okay, I'm ugly. I'm not cute. I'm too tall, whatever. Like, people have called me masculine before, whatever, right? All these different things that actually is made up, doesn't make sense, is not real. And we're literally afraid to show ourselves in our bodies because of some random white man somewhere. I'm free. I'm free. And I have to keep telling myself that every time I feel insecure or afraid to show a part of my body, or I feel the creeping up like, oh, well, I looked at myself in the mirror last night, y'all. I'm not gonna hold y'all. I was in the mirror last night and I had candles. I took a bath. I lit candles. I was cute. I was looking at myself naked in the mirror like, your body is beautiful. Okay. I love me in candlelight. You know what I'm like? Literally take yourself in. Sit with yourself. Wow. Even recognizing how my body has changed, I can see the changes in my body. And it's still beautiful. One thing I also want to say, I talked about this a little bit on the podcast. Cellulite. I like the video that I did with Cam James. We talked about beauty and the cost of beauty for Black women specifically. And he also talked about his experience as a Black man. Let me actually share that video as well. Share that video. I love the collab that we did together. It was beautiful. But like, oop, can't do two things at once. Let's see. Okay, yeah. So one thing that he was talking about was like, basically, Black women pay a higher cost for everything. Everything. And it impacts our self-esteem, our well-being, our sense of self. You feel me? And so like this idea of our bodies being wrong, like we're in the wrong body, we're showing up the wrong way, like is unfounded. That's not how that works. Every body is their own work of art. There is no wrong body. That doesn't exist. What is a wrong body, right? And so this idea of like cellulite was really interesting to me because let me make sure that I have the right one. What percentage of women have cellulite? Between 80, let me share this with y'all. Share screen real quick before we head on out of here. Because this is how like deeply embedded this is. Cellulite is very common. Between 80 and 90% of all women who have gone through puberty have cellulite. And less than 10 men have cellulite. What does that tell you? That some man somewhere said, your body doesn't look like mine, therefore it's wrong. If 80 to 90% of women have cellulite, how are we in the wrong body? How is that wrong? And a lot of us won't wear bathing suits or shorts or, tank tops or whatever it is. We don't want to do the thing that makes us feel free because we're afraid of somebody saying that we have cellulite. Okay, and? Oh, here's the video, by the way. Sorry, y'all. I forgot to put this in the thing. Thank you, Jamal. I appreciate that. Yes, appreciate that. Some white man somewhere convinced us that having cellulite was wrong. But how? When 80 to 90% of us have it. I got cellulite. What about it? I got cellulite. I got stretch marks. I got facial hair. What else I got? I got body hair. All these things. I got dimples in my body. You know, like all these things that I've been taught to like hate about my body is beautiful. Is beautiful. And the only person that benefits from us hating our body are these corporations, our men, are people who want to control us and manipulate us and have us hating ourselves and buying their products to finally feel enough. You know? So when I know it's hard, but when you go for that immediate reaction to criticize your body, think of all the ways that it's actually beautiful. I think about even like my stomach. My stomach is not flat. My stomach is a very soft place. Okay. It's a very curvy place. It's juicy. I love that about my stomach now. I used to hate it. And I love my stomach. It's round. It is what it is, right? Even the act of holding fat is an act of love from your body. There were times when I starved my body. There were times I did not eat. I did not eat. And in some ways, I think about like gaining weight as like my body. Because there are some studies, whatever, that show that if you starve yourself often, your body will hold on to weight because like, girl, I don't know what you're going to eat next. That is an act of love. The body's amazing. Anyway, the more I study the body, the more I realize, oh, they got me messed up. They got me hating myself. For what? Who does it benefit to hate myself? For me to hate myself? Not me. I can't live a full life. I can't do what I really want to do if I'm always hating my body. And I'm not saying, listen, you do what you want to do with your body. I'm not judging you either way. Like, honestly, I'm not, you know how people say that and they're really judging you. I'm really not judging you. I'm not. Do what you want to do, but make sure you're doing it for you. You feel me? Not to please nobody else. I also understand survival. There are some people who do things to their bodies to survive in the market they're in. Not judging that either, because that's not your fault either. There's no shame either way. But I want you to really look at your body as more than just something to be consumed by other people, something to be judged by other people, and look at your body as a work of art that is yours. Your body is yours. Your body is yours. Your body is yours first and foremost. You are your own. You are not your spouse's. You are not your parents. You are not some random dude on the corner. Hello? You're not theirs. You're yours. You are yours. And if they don't like it, I implore you to try to learn to love it. You know, that's all I wanted to say. Aw, that's so sweet. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, let's go. Cellulite, stretch marks, body hair, all of it. All of it. All of it. All of it. I love finding women who own all of themselves. And it's like, girl, when are you going to, because that's exhausting, trying to keep up with these trends that change, like every 5 years, if that, every few months. Girl, I'm not doing that. I am me. I am me. This is my body for now until it changes again in 10 years and then another 10 years. And, you know, Lord willing, I'll be alive for a long time to see my body change and see it changing as a work of art and a blessing. What a blessing it is for your body to change. You know what I'm saying? So yes, it's all beautiful. Yes, 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 yes. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes. Yes. You're beautiful and miraculous. Period. Period. True. I'm trying hard to change how I view myself, but it's hard because I've been told this since I was a child. Yes. And have grace for yourself. Listen, I hope I'm not coming across as like I have it all together, because I'm doing that myself. I judge myself. I'm critical of myself. I'm learning how not to be, right? And it's a practice. It's hard. Let me make that clear. It is hard because, yes, like you say, from a child, we're taught sit up straight. That's not ladylike. That's not what you do. I'm not a man, so I don't, and I wasn't a little boy, so I don't know what that's like being a little boy. But I know for little girls, we're criticized very early on in our lives. Very early on. That's not what little girls do. Cross your legs, wear this. Don't let that man do X, Y, and Z. Like we can avoid disgusting men trying to harm us. Like we're always taught that how we present determines whether or not we deserve care or love or affection or belief. What were you wearing? Hello? Same thing, right? So everything about ourselves is criticized by other people, right? I make room for that. And that's hard to unlearn. It's indoctrination that has been there since the beginning of time for a lot of us. You feel me? So, yes, I'm 34, right? So at 34 years old, I'm just starting to interrogate this stuff, not just maybe like the past couple of years, but it's taken me a long time to get here. To look at myself in the mirror in candlelight and be like, girl, you fine. Right? Like, it's taken me a long time to unlearn the shame of actually loving my body. That's a whole other thing. We're taught, what's the word I'm looking for? Be humble. Be humble. Don't brag on yourself. Let somebody else do that. No, what? If anybody brags on myself, it should be me first. Why can't I look at myself as a work of art? Right? So yes, Yolanda, I'm right there with you. You are not alone. We are all works in progress. We are all learning. We are all learning. You know? Yay. Yay. Hi, Nope. Hello. Support from Torre Vieja, Spain. Hope I'm saying that correctly. We love you, Alicia. Keep up the great work all the way from around the world. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Loving ourselves is work, yes, but necessary work, especially in this world. Absolutely. 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 It's the greatest, like learning to love myself is a labor of love. And it's the greatest work that I've ever started doing. Loving myself. Because loving others is very easy for me. Like loving on others, doing the things, but it's really hard. It's really hard to center myself and love myself and be like giving myself all this praise and love. That's hard for me. But I love it. I love it. I love it. Because every time I leave it, I'm just like, yep. Another reason to love myself. Yep. And it also helps to not root those things, root why I'm beautiful, like using European standards. They weren't made for me anyway. Why am I judging myself? Why am I judging myself against a standard made for people who literally are not like me? That doesn't make any sense. But nobody ever tells us to question those things. European standards are things that European people, and not even all Europeans, right? But anyway, the European standard was not made for people like me. These people didn't even see me as human. 3/5 didn't even see me as, why would I ever allow this person that I don't like, their ideas that I don't believe in, right, to determine what's good or bad for me? I really have to sit with that. Why am I spending my entire life trying to appeal to the white male gaze or the male gaze, period? Why? A lot of us, it's because of survival. And again, that's why there's not, that's why, but that's one of the reasons why there's grace there. A lot of us are trying to survive. If I can infiltrate the system, if I can be left alone, let me be pretty so I can be left alone. Let me be pretty so I can be believed. Let me be respectable so I'll be treated with care and kindness. Let me worry about what I'm wearing coming out of my house. Like this idea, like whatever. I know people feel that I keep talking about this bonnet situation, even though this is years old at this point. It feels like assault to me. It feels like assault to me, or at least crossing a boundary to judge people by what they're wearing out of their house. Why should this person care about what I think about what they're wearing? Why do I feel entitled? Why do I feel like I'm the master of other people and the judge and jury of other people based on, like, we do the same. Not only do we judge ourselves, we judge other people. We be anti-black as I don't know what, trying to be respectable. Why? Because we feel like if I do this, if I do all the right things, then I'll be enough. I can save myself from criticism. You can't. You can't. Even after you're no longer here on this earth, there will still be people here criticizing you. So what are you going to do? Live for them or for you? I had to ask myself that question. You want to be free or you want to be liked? You want to be liked or free? And I want to be free. And that comes at a cost. And that cost is high. And it's hard. You know? Okay, let me calm down. I'm getting passionate. But yes. But yes, not this. Sorry. Oh, that's so, oh. Sounds like home. Yeah. Man, that was my mother, Alicia. Sit up straight, close your legs. I never, yep, exactly. Yeah. A lot of us. A lot of us had that experience. Absolutely. And why did they do that to us? Because they were trying to protect us. They thought, oh, if I make my daughter ladylike, if I have you being respectable, then nobody will harm you. Well, we know as women that that's not true. Let me see. What percentage of women are sexually assaulted? 21.3% of women in the United States have experienced sexual assault. 21.3%. And those are reported, right? We know that's a high number. That's 1 in 4, right? Just about. And we're not even taking into consideration all the people who don't report, all the people who don't seek help. We know that I could be wearing sweatpants, a skirt. I could be loud and what people call obnoxious. I could be quiet. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how I present myself. If somebody wants to take advantage of me, they can try. It doesn't, like, that stuff is not saving us. But I think our parents are trying to save us. Like, just like, go to school, get a good government job and, retire. Like, they're trying to set us up for success. But oftentimes it's not really dealing with the heart of the issue. That's not the problem. The problem was never you. And what does it mean to be ladylike? And who determined what was ladylike? Was it white men? Probably yes. They don't even like women. White men don't even like, generally speaking, white men don't even like women. Period. Women. They hate women. But we want to use their measurement of enoughness and value to determine our value. Also, enslavement. My ancestors come from enslaved Africans, right? Like, and yeah, you had to play the part to be respected, to survive. And I don't think my family, a lot of them unlearned a lot of that stuff. That's just what we do. But nobody asked, why do we do this? But now we have the privilege to be able to ask ourselves those questions. Why do I do this? Why do I feel like I gotta wear a bra? Okay? A concept. Why do I feel like I have to wear a waist trainer? Why? Why do I feel like I have to have an hourglass shape? Why can't I have cellulite? Why can't I have facial hair? Like, who am I performing for? Performing is exhausting. That's one of the reasons why I'm exhausted now. Performing. I hate performing. I hate it. Hate performing. Hate it. I hate doing anything that feels like a performance. It's exhausting. It's draining to me. And I don't feel safe. And I don't feel like I'm mine. So when we're performing, shout out to, who just said that? Performing femininity. Wait, I gotta find that comment. But shout out to you. I'm gonna find it. But yes, like when I'm performing, it's exhausting. We're all in this performance, this never ending performance. When do women get to rest? When do Black women get to rest? When is it enough? It's never enough. It's never enough. Sorry, I'm trying to find it. But that's okay. I just saw it. Unsubscribing from, hold on. Unsubscribe. There we go. Thank you, Maya. Thank you. Unsubscribing from performative femininity. I no longer care. Shrug. My knees also tell us, yes. Performing femininity though. Yes, that. Who does it serve to do that? Is this my life or a performance? For an audience of people who don't even care about me anyway. Because the people who love me don't care about none of that. My friends don't care about what I'm wearing. They don't care about if I got cellulite or not. They don't care nothing about that. Girl, are you coming to the happy hour or not? You feel me? Like, they don't care about that. I'm performing from all these other people. And the friends that I was performing for, I'm no longer friends with them anymore. And not even on purpose. Thank you, Nate. I appreciate that. Thank you, Nate. Yeah, Nate said it was Maya. Yes. So anyway, that's what I wanted to share. Okay. That's what I wanted to share. My mother also dealt with a lot of issues with being a lighter skinned woman in a hostile household. I feel like crying for her and me. And you can, and you should. Let those tears fall. There are a lot of things that I mourn for my mom for that she may not have mourned or might not even be aware that's happening. I feel you. I get it. Absolutely. I wonder that sometimes. Oh, sorry, y'all talking to each other. I'm sorry. I'm in you all's conversation. Hi, Red Nappy Summer. I love that name. Hey, Red Nappy Summer. Love it, love it. Oh no. Hi, Janelle. Janelle. I hope I'm saying that right. Please correct me if I'm not. Alicia, I lost all those friends after COVID-19. Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Losing friends is still hard. Even if they're not supposed to be there, it's still painful. It still sucks. It still hurts. Yes. And I also feel like that is a good thing because now you get to be the full expression of who you are without worrying about people who are very close to you. What are they going to think? What are they going to say? I don't know. Can I be all of myself? These are thoughts that I had with my old friends. If I do this, will they hate me? If I do this, this is not who they know me to be. So if I become someone else, are they still going to be here and love me? You know? Oh, yay. I love that. Sorry, I'm seeing the love in the chat. But yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Yes, free Black women, period. Free Black women. I love that. Oh, yay. Okay. I love the so-called lose. Yeah. Okay, Janelle. Yes. All right, y'all. Well, that's all I wanted to say is love your bodies for more than what white men specifically say is beautiful because they don't have eyes to see your beauty anyway, honey. They don't have eyes to see you. They can't see you. These are people like who literally base worth and value off of labor and exploitation and violence and power. They love power more than they love love. They don't even value nature. They don't value anything. They only value the stuff they can make money off of. And you are who they want to make money off of. It's wild. Like we're crops to them. Think about that in the podcast talking about that. Like how Black women bodies are literally crops for people. Our pain, our suffering, our bringing life into the world is a way for white men to make money off of us. Us buying, those, and again, I'm not shaming anybody who does it, like buying the surgeries and buying what they're making money off of us. We are the capital. Shout out to Stephanie Perry. We talked about that before, about Black excellence. You are the capital. You're not a capitalist. You are the capital. We got to realize that. And when you really realize that, you might get angry. You might be distraught. You might be sad. You feel all the feelings. You feel all the feelings you need to feel. And then come back to seeing yourself as a lovely being, as sovereign. Okay. So, I'm going to go for real now. But thank you for spending time with me. Thank you for being here. Shout out to our moderators. Whoop, whoop. Level Up Single Mom. Where are you? Nate. Thank you, Nate. Let's see. Thank you, Jamiel. Yes. Thank you, Nate. Thank you, Level Up Single Mom. If you're still here, thank you so much. Oh, there you are. Yay. Okay. Yes. Thank you for keeping us safe. Thank you for your kindness. Thank you for you all's kindness to each other in the chat. Thank you for being kind to me. Thank you for talking back to me. Oh, yay. Okay. Yay. Awesome. Yay. Awesome. But yes, like one thing also that I'm learning about, not learning, but that I've noticed. Sorry, my nose is running from crying earlier. But that I've noticed, there goes the white blood cells. Okay, anyway. But one thing I've noticed is that Black folks like call and response. We love call and response. We love it. When we're having conversations with each other, it's like we give head nods and I know that's right. And, like we talk back to each other. Thank you for talking back to me. I love that. I need that. I love a talk back. I love a conversation. I don't want to be like pedestalized. I don't want to be like I'm on a stage and I'm just like talking into the world. I love conversation. I'm a conversationalist. So thank you for talking to me and talking back to me. Yes, and being kind to each other and talking back to each other, supporting each other. Love that. You're welcome. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you all for adding to this healing space. Honestly. Yeah, we are the capital. Yep. Our bodies, our thoughts about ourselves, the way that we treat each other, everything is being monetized. Even us hating ourselves is being monetized. Don't be a cash cow for them. Okay? You're too holy for that. You too sacred for that. Okay? Thank you. Thank y'all so much. Yay. Aw, you're a gift. Thank you so much for sharing your gift. Thank you. Thank y'all. And you all are gifts. And thank you for sharing your gifts here with me and with everybody here. Okay? Yes, thank you. But all right, y'all. Have a wonderful day. I'm excited. I'm going to go play tennis later. So I'm in a tennis class. I'm excited. And I hope that you find something joyful to do today. Okay? Even if it's just sitting down, watching TV, talking to your friends, just show love to yourself. Please love each other, love yourselves, and I will talk to you all in the next one. All right? Bye. Bye, everybody.